all night. But Jimmy, come on, man. You, there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I pronounce it incorrectly. Did you pronounce it incorrectly, or Scalia? It's Scalia. That's one of my faults. I gotta knock that one down. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects from last night. Well, however it's pronounced, I'm glad you guys had a good time out there as well. And you made it into work on time today, so everybody's safe and happy. That's always good to know for everybody, right? That's one of the good things. All right, we're talking about, I'm talking about Saquon Barkley, and I did promise that if somebody had some thoughts that they wanted to share with us, they could call us up at 888-963-2682. So before I jump into the how awesome is Howard, because he told you this and he told you that in the preseason, let's get to it with Brian in Michigan, who's got some thoughts here on the Saquon Barkley situation. Brian, welcome to the Fantasy Alarm.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
So what do you got for me, man? Are you pro or against sitting Barkley here at the end?
Well, I just want to tell you just a little bit of background. I actually made a bet with my buddy Dan Bond before the season started that Saquon Barkley would be a top 5 running back in the league, which was kind of ballsy considering he was coming from the Giants. But I was excited about his line, and boy, was I right. It was a really awesome season. It wouldn't be the cherry on the cake for me to get a steak dinner if Saquon Barkley is the all-time greatest rusher. That would be awesome. And am I a little upset?
Ball at the 23-yard line. First down and 10, Texas on the first play from scrimmage. Now Jaden Blue in the backfield, shifts in motion to the right. Pumps and pass to the right. That ball is caught. Touchdown.
On Barkley, and how awesome it is that the Giants did what they did to him, even when he actually took a year. He took a contract a couple of years ago that was extremely cheap just to stay on the team, and they still just did this to him, and now he's the best rusher in the entire league, and I'm just really happy for him. But yeah, I'm sad that he won't be able to actually go for the record.
Yeah, listen, with the bet, he's the top 5 running back. I think that's, hey, I appreciate the opinion here, Brian. I'm sorry that you're sad, but you know what, man? Listen, are you not getting a steak dinner out of this, or does he need to beat the record to get the steak dinner as well?
No, absolutely not. I'm definitely already getting the steak dinner. I think I got it like probably 5 weeks ago. So now I can just flex on my buddy and eat steaks in front of him. It's great.
Right, and Bond, everybody. That's who we're making fun of today. And I you know what? I mean, I hope you went for like one of those like 96-ounce challenges. Whether you finished it or not is irrelevant. Just in order to get that kind of a steak. Because I tell you what, man, that was that kind of a year for Saquon Barkley. I appreciate that phone call, Brian. I gotta tell you this, not so out of the realm to suggest that Saquon Barkley could be a top 5 running back coming into this season, because you know what? I said it too. Talk about offensive schemes. We talk about this all the time. We started in preseason and we go through it. I write articles every single year in the Fantasy Alarm Draft Guide. That breaks page of the world. So that you can see which players are expected to thrive, which ones are not. And what I said firmly about Saquon Barkley is he is the ideal running back for a Kellen Moore run offense. Nick Sirianni is irrelevant. I knew exactly what Kellen Moore did. I watched Kellen Moore, go from, grow as an assistant to a coordinator, and where he's gone. And I know another guy. Everybody's talking about what he was like, a much better offense. Another guy. Everybody's talking about what he was like, a much better offensive line. He's getting a coach was. Not to mention the fact you guys can sit there and talk about players' persona and things like that. We want to say that Saquon Barkley's a nice guy. Josh Jacobs was getting frustrated and angry in Vegas. He was not happy with the team. He was not happy with the organization. He was not happy with the direction it was going. He wanted out. And you knew the change of scenery was going to help. And then he falls into a scheme like Matt LaFleur's in Green Bay. Young. Joe Mixon going to the Houston Texans. It was originally supposed to be 2 running back sets where they use a fullback, but they ended up changing that out, and they didn't keep a fullback. They cut Alex back early in the spring, and they turned around, or late in the summer. The season's really messed up right now. And then turns around there and goes to 2 tight end sets, and always has a tight end blocking for him. That was helping Joe Mixon. Chuba Hubbard, Dave Canales' scheme. They said exactly what it was what he did for Rachaad White, who I also said, another great call here, said he's going to be a bust this year. Guess what? He won. Chuba Hubbard and Dave Canales' system was going to see volume. Now I said you needed to handcuff him to Jonathan Brooks. You need to stash Brooks because when Brooks came back, he was expected to push Hubbard. Then what happened mid-season? Chuba Hubbard a contract extension. You're like, holy crap, look at what this dude's doing for us right now. This guy is on absolute fire. He is a great running back. He understands the scheme. Good solid pass catch. Like, he's everything that we want. And so they gave him the extension. Jonathan Brooks, healed. If we can get a good, good work out of you, great, fine. I don't know what the second round pick. I think that was more of like, Jerry Jones keeps talking about this guy. Like, right ahead of him. So, I don't really know. But Chuba Hubbard. So, in the year where the running backs dominated, I love this. Congratulations. I can't remember the dude's name. Andrew Cooper from Fantasy Alarm sent me the screenshot of the guy who won the Puppy Bowl over at Underdog. Right, $250,000. Did it with 5 wide receivers on his roster. He went RB strong. And this was the year that that's what you wanted. Barkley, Kamara, Jacobs, Mixon, Hubbard. Talk about, the emergence of Bucky Irving, in Tampa Bay. Mid-season pickup. It was a great waiver wire pickup. Kareem Hunt. Running backs dominated this year. No, I mean, listen, there were some good wide receivers, of course. People laughed at me when I ranked Jamar Chase number 1 overall. Laughed at me for that. He was my number 1 overall in 2023. And he would have been the number 1 guy right then and there had Joe Burrow not gotten hurt. Healthy Joe Burrow. Jamar Chase. New year. No change in scheme. They've done little moderate improvements on the roster here. Offensively speaking, it's a machine. Absolute machine.
Return going the distance. So they should have had a block punt on the first punt, right? Get a touchdown on the second. That works. For the extra point. Extra point kick from Burge is good. This season, All-State Lincoln contribution to the University of Texas Central Scholarship Fund for every field goal and extra point made by Texas. Thanks to All-State, you're in good hands. So, Will Matthews, we've been waiting all the season long to see Silas Bolton break it, and he finally did.
Yeah, he did. And I mean, just the anticipation of the all season, we've been waiting for something special from special teams. And it's felt like there is this focus. And just to see him do what he does well with make people miss, run really fast, and go score, it's really happy. And the way he's developed this season, the energy he's brought to the team, he is a team guy. When he brings to the team, it's just so special. To watch him do that, it's just big.
Right now, let's ball. 10 seconds. We're
incredible weapons. Justin Jefferson is a beast. Jordan Addison, he came back. TJ Hawkinson worked his way back. You saw what they were doing. Aaron Jones was trying to feel refreshed and revived. All of those weapons around there, Sam Darnold only needed to be a game manager, but he took it a step further. I showed you how and why that was happening in that fantasy alarm trap. So yeah, this is me basically saying, I'll do it again. FantasyAlarm.com/holiday. All of next year, left for 50% off a month. That's less than $20 a month. And like I said, it's all sports, DFS, betting, season long, draft guides, cheat sheets, access, everything like that. Because all of this stuff was right there for you. Right there for you. Jim Bowden and I were talking here on the air, and we're talking about Jaden Daniels versus Campbell Williams, and Jim was all in on Jaden Daniels for fantasy purposes. Also turned around and said he thought Caleb Williams might be the better long-term prospect quarterback. But for this year, Jaden Daniels got it. And that's what we saw. So, late round picks like Sam Darnold, Jaden Daniels, I told people not to ignore Justin Herbert. And I went through what Greg Roman's system does and how pass heavy he got. It was like 2019. The running backs for Baltimore were banged up. Names around the president. G.K. Dobbins, when he lost his running backs in 2019, he had Lamar Jackson throwing a lot. It was the most, I think, Lamar Jackson was pass attempts in his career. Was that season. We knew that was something that they would incorporate. They brought over us. We all wanted Kamani Vidal to turn out to be absolutely brilliant, but it was Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. Now, Dobbins surprised everybody at least early on, and then he got hurt. Which everybody knew for the movie. But what we did see was a much heavier reliance on the passing game. Justin Herbert. And he also picked up the extra rushing yards. And an aspect of his game nobody was talking about at the start of the season. He was rushing. And he looked pretty good doing it. So, Aaron Rodgers threw with the Jets. He threw with the Jets. Told you Marvin Harrison Jr. in the second round. Way too high. What are we looking at right now? What are we looking at? We're looking at 3 rookies who are vying for the rookie receiving yards leader. Right? Everybody's talking about Brock Bowers and Malik Neighbors. Does anybody realize that Brian Thomas Jr., who actually has the most receiving yards, receptions belong to Malik Neighbors and Brock Bowers? That's reception aspect. Receiving yards, Brian Thomas Jr. So good right now. So that's going to be a fun little battle to watch. I want you guys to check that out. All right, when we come back, we'll go back to the phone lines here, 888-963-2682. And then here it comes. I told you, it's not all lollipops, rainbows, and sunshine. I can sit here and spend 10 minutes patting myself on the back and just reminding you guys.
Well, Dan, thanks for because he's outside the pocket. There's no intentional ground. So it brings up the down. And 10. Riverview State, Minnesota 45. Shannon alone set the one side on it. The shotgun, gasless snap, back to the front. There's free pressure, and he escapes it. Rolls left, floats, throws downfield, incomplete. Lots of hurry, and look.
Look what he's doing. She has 3 double-doubles. Chance at that center.
That was returned 75 yards for a touchdown. The lead traveled 47 yards and was returned 75 yards for a score. So now we'll see King and Floyd coming in. And again, Bolden standing back deep. Kick this away. Try to keep away from Bolden. And he is able to feel it to Texas 35. Going rattled not happy with that call. Larry Smith, the referee, the umpire, James Scholl, the third. The head linesman is Radavari. Mike Stumberg is the line judge. The back judge, Justin Stair. Nicole Randolph, the field judge. The side judge, Vincent Peters. The center judge is Larry Hayes. Brian Brown is the replay official. So, number one to start at the 40-yard line. Remember, the offense has only snapped the ball 2 snaps in this first quarter. This was a touchdown on the second was a punt return touchdown. So the punt brings to the 40-yard line now. Ewers, the shotgun and turn, and is sacked on the first down. He just pulled the ball back in Arizona State line and loss on the play of 6 yards. Getting the sack in the second down. 16 now back to Texas 23. Quickly to the line. Ewers. Now they're not the Asses snap. Lawrence hands it. Meisner. Breaking away around 25 to the 28 yard. Now it's the 28 of 4. Third down to 12. One big sack team was 21 coming in. As he got this wide right.
Shouts out to Paul Moss.
Right, we go short side of the post left left. Three points on the left side. Left hash from the Texas play. Down to 12. Ewers ran straight to the line of scrimmage. Now the rotates Meisner out of the right. Ready? Looks to the sideline. The check Whitney now ready to go. In the gun and now movement. Line of it, Trevor Boots the only. As you line up in one coverage. Texas switch, audible out. Coach Cooper didn't like some of those sidelines. He ran down to call timeout. Timeout on the field. Our score. You're listening to Arizona State Bowl at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl here on the Mountain American Credit Union Radio Network. Sparky Stadium Shop is now one of the Sun Devil campus stores, the official store of Arizona State University, with 3 locations on the Tempe campus, as well as downtown Phoenix, Polytechnic, and West Valley campus locations. You have the largest selection. Girls, you know what the thing is saying better? Like, or you're on your list making is that she does love the
What do you want to share? Do we
we can watch the game.
You don't mind sharing it?
I do not.
Little boy, he don't.
Thank you. Salud for the perfect day. Corona. La vida más fina. Desde Corona, work.com.
Refresh your home with Home Living Spaces. Everything you need fast with free shipping. Upgrade with our in-stock collections and everyday low prices. Welcome to
You missed me on.
There we go.
to your bedroom as an office. Every space deserves a new furniture piece here, and a shipping is right there. Answering question.
Say it on me, but if you guys got thoughts on it, 888-963-2682. It's going to start off even better than I thought it was going to. Hello to Terry from the Jersey Shore. Joining me on New Year's Day. Happy New Year, Terry.
Yeah, left hand the alarm. And I want to thank you for the invitational to the Booster League and Baseball League. I'm trying to keep up with you experts.
Oh, you did more than just keep up with us, Terry. Come on. I mean, I'm gonna pull up the league right now, because I think you've been like the 3rd most in points overall. Like your team was, well, that's the way it goes, right? Yeah, I'm looking at your.
Listen, and I'm sorry I dropped JK because I was still in it, but your opponent has picked him up when he plays the championship. I don't know if he heard yet. Well, I had to. I was trying to win.
You were trying to win. You dropped JK Dobbins.
I had to.
Yeah, I'll listen in.
Maybe you should have got him.
I tried to. I saw him on the waiver wire. I was like, what is this dude doing out here on the waiver wire?
Yeah, when he got hurt so early, I would have been out. Well, I was out anyway. It doesn't matter, but sorry. Sorry, I'm looking for you.
We're starting off 2025 with betrayal, Terry. Betrayal!
No, it's not. Listen, you didn't even know. I told you. This is honesty.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It is true. Yeah, it's like my parents.
And
When I was getting in trouble.
Kenny Dillingham telling his quarterback basically what we were saying up here. Sam Levitt, poise has been one of his most admirable attributes in this spectacular freshman year of his. And I think Sam just needs to calm down, exhibit that poise, and just let the game come to him and make some plays. So the Devils going to work from their 31-yard line, trailing 14-3 with 4:47 left first quarter. Here's a toss to the left to Cam Scadaboo, and he gets dropped immediately as Jelani McDonald came up from the secondary to make that tackle for Texas. No gain on the play.
It's a shotgun formation. It's a shuffle toss to the left side. If you're counting on your wide receivers being out there, Xavier Guillory needs to make that block. Cam Scadaboo has no chance to make the first person miss it. Just to get the defenders going right into Sam's ankle, into Scat's ankles or legs, wrapping him up.
11 in the shotgun now on second down and 10. As Sam throws to the near side of the field, caught by Mateer. He goes down immediately at the 35. It's only a 4-yard gain. As, again, the closest defender was that boundary safety, Jelani McDonald. So it'll be third down and 6.
The money algorithm.
Xavier Guillory yet. He is to the left of this formation on second down and 3. They fake the toss to Scadaboo. Levitt drops back, throws, and then pass incomplete. Intended for Mateer, overthrown. Coverage on the play coming from, I believe, that was safety Michael Tapp. Or no, that was Leandro Powell, the linebacker. 18, down to 16. It's the third down and 3 from the 36 of Texas. Longhorns lead at 14-3. A minute 34 left first quarter here at the Chick-fil-A Beach Bowl.
We have 2-down territory for ASU here.
No question.
Pistol formation, scat line up behind Sam Levitt.
Bryson Brown is in the game. And he motion. They hand the ball to Scadaboo. Scadaboo looking for that first down, and he's wrestled down right near the line to gain. It's going to be very close, and they're going to say it's a first down. But I thought Scadaboo might have missed a favorable spot here.
now they're going to review to see if Scatterbo got the first down. They have the ball spotted right now at the 33. And like I said, to be very candid, it looked to me
90 miles from where we was to San right?
Yep. 265 miles. Rook's about 250.
This trailer's going to San though. Wonder what they did with that trailer without it.
to change the
Damage
surrounding
good
football.
though. Not our problem.
It's not.
When we leave them up for that, you talk.
No, it's different.
Bifurcated angle where it was straight down the line. About to try to put my mind in these seriously. It's gonna and I say 5 minutes to
Second foul being dusted with snow.
hold on the field, so Devils get the first down and maintain the possession and keep this drive alive. They've reached along their 33-yard line. A nice hit on the board here would be huge. Now, a nice kind of answer by ASU. Start to settle down a little bit. First couple series, a little bit helter-skelter, a lot of motion, guys waving their hands. And now we're going to play on the play action 11. Back to the pass. Fires downfield, and the ball is dropped. Incomplete, intended for Mateer. Mateer got punched on the play. Safety Mike Tapp and quarterback John A. Barrett were back there kind of sandwiching Mateer at the point where the ball came to him, and the ball bounced out incomplete. Got him from the rear. That was the hit that dislodged the football. A second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rolling left, through to the right is Levin. Dumps it off to Guillory. Xavier Guillory. He's gang tackled at around the 29-yard line. Anthony Hill, Malik Muhammad, Jelani McDonald all in on that tackle. Boy, Texas really rallies to the football, and they've gang tackled on numerous occasions in this game. The game down to the yard line sets up a third and drop there, 2 yards shy of the line to gain. And that will be the final play of period number 1.
You wouldn't say, well, he lost Nico Collins, they lost Stephon Diggs, and, they lost Nate Bell. Like, yeah, but injuries happen. This level of play got worse. Like, it degraded over time, and that was a huge disappointment. So I'm not sure. I'm sure. I think next year, will I go after CJ? I'll probably be able to just pick him up, because I think after what we saw this year, I don't think anybody's really going to touch him. If you're in a dynasty league right now, you still hold him. You don't abandon ship. But that was a disappointing season. It definitely was. As disappointing as Will Levis. How many of you did I say, draft Will Levis, take him in the last round? Thank me later. Brian Callahan's going to do wonders for this kid. We did for Joe Burrow. Oh my Lord, Will Levis, terrible. And now I got to take I will be taking a mayo pie. I got to wait and see what the final numbers are here for Will Levis, because I hear that he's going to get some reps this week. He's going to play some of Week 18. I don't know why. I don't play him the whole game or not. You know who Mason Rudolph is. Game's meaningless, so why not just let him play the whole game? Why are you talking about splitting reps? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But nevertheless, Will Levis, I led you astray, people. I thought he was going to ball out and be like a nice like under the radar sleeper kind of guy. I thought it was going to be fantastic for Calvin Ridley. Chigakonkwo. It wasn't.
My bad. I whipped on Chase Brown. It's not that I didn't say, I wasn't like, don't draft the guy. I was like, this guy is not going to overtake Zach Moss for the starting running back job. He will always be a complimentary running back. I think those are probably my exact words. He will always be nothing more than a complimentary running back, pass catching option. Kudos to Chase Brown. You know, it's so funny, right? All the zero RB truthers are so silent right now. So silent because it was such a running back dominant season. Zero RB truthers didn't get it. But my fight with Big Fantasy was also with the zero RB truthers there about Chase Brown. So Big Fantasy, you win this time. Another big whip. Why I don't know why I went back to the well. I did it again. This is like going back to that bad girlfriend. She's no good for you. Always creates lollipops, rainbows, and sunshine to start, and then it's doom and gloom afterwards. The Denver running game was just an absolute nightmare. And I sadly went back to Javonte Williams. I just couldn't believe it. And where is Javonte Williams right now? Where is he, Noah? My producer, Noah. No, where is he? Where's Javonte? Nowhere to be found. Oh, I just Javonte'd my bed. There it is. Happy Christmas morning to everybody. That's where that show. Yeah, Javonte Williams was a huge miss. Huge miss. You know what, I'll tell you what, another one that really just kind of hurt me here. Two things. Number one, drafting a top 5 tight end too early. Mostly Dalton Kincaid. You're fine if you drafted Trey McBride. Trey McBride was like the 4th or 5th tight end off the board. Dalton Kincaid was either the 4th or 5th tight end off the board. I kept leaning towards Dalton Kincaid, thinking that he was going to be a much better option here with Josh Allen than Trey McBride and Kyler Murray. That was a huge miss. And then, listen, I told you not to take Sam Laporta in the 2nd round. But I was like all in on grabbing, any of these other top tight ends, including Kyle Pitts. So big whiff on that one. I ranked DK Metcalf 9th overall this season. I was so in on DK Metcalf. And it looked fantastic for the first, 4 or 5 weeks of the season. He looked unbelievable. Everything that I said was going to happen was going to happen. And then he got hurt. He missed some time. And Jackson Smith-Njigba became that guy. And when DK came back, he didn't overtake Jackson Smith-Njigba to get his role back. He kind of just fell into a secondary role. And JSN absolutely dominated. I don't really know what happened with DK Metcalf. It's not, it wasn't anything added physical to the injury, but that was a big miss. That was a big miss, and what was even worse was I kept starting week in, week out. All right, so there you go. Some misses here. I'll tell you what. Let's focus on what's coming up. Week 18. What NFL teams have something to play for? We'll tell you next. Fantasy Alarm, Sirius XM.
Jeff Mans has been helping you win your leagues for over a decade.
Clearly, you're the best show, best analysis.
On Elite Sports, weekdays 3 p.m. Eastern.
I look forward to your show every day, brother.
Winning another fantasy championship is just a phone call away. 888-963-2682.
Dominate. No matter what sport you play, Elite Sports. Appreciate taking the call.
On Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. Channel 87. And always on the new Sirius XM app.
We begin our quest for another championship right now.
This is Terrell Owens, and you're listening to Sirius XM's Fantasy Sports Radio, the home for fantasy sports.
Touchdown, Terrell Owens. This is the Sirius XM Sports Update.
College football playoff quarterfinal triple-header jumpstarts the new year. Live coverage on College Sports Radio, Channel 84. Peach Bowl, Texas, wasting no time getting it gear against Arizona State.
Holmes and Fields gets away from one side network. First up in 35 points. Here's Silas to midfield. Bolden to the 40. Oh, the 40. Say goodnight to this one. Silas Bolden brings it back all the way for a touchdown. 74 yards.
Texas Radio Network. Network has heard on Sirius XM. Quinn Ewers and TV Pass as well. Longhorns up 14-3 in the second. Ohio State, Oregon in the Rose Bowl at 5 Eastern. Ducks head coach Dan Lanning ready for the tough task of beating the Buckeyes for a second time.
That's the double-edged sword, right? What do you want to do that's new and different? And then what do you want to do that really leans into your team's strengths? So they'll be doing the same thing with their side, which I think is, kind of an equalizer from that standpoint. But this is a great team that we're going to go play, and I think that's what you want in moments like this.
Notre Dame, Georgia in the Sugar Bowl.
Shout out to Eric. You're going to have to translate that to English, please.
Momentarily to update the game status. This after a driver to pick up.
Make sure you hit that like button.
Bourbon Street on New Year's morning.
Happy New Year's.
Entering at least 35. Winner of that one gets Penn State after their victory over Boise State last night. NFL Saquon Barkley will not break Eric Dickerson's single-season rushing record. Eagles saying today that Barkley will be one of several regulars risen against the Giants. Saquon 101 yards shy of the record. Carson Wentz set to start at QB for the Chiefs against the Broncos. Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel saying Stu Butley likely to start against the Jets. Meanwhile, in hoops, LeBron James' son Bryce taking to Instagram this afternoon to announce his commitment to the University of Arizona. In the Sirius XM newsroom, Happy New Year. I'm Justin Rock.
If it's happening in sports, it's happening.
It's still LeBron's son, right?
There's
I thought he was already in
we
there.
call it the award-winning fantasy alarm show. You don't want to miss it.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. Happy New Year. I'm Howard Bender. This is the Fantasy Alarm New Year's Day special. Hoping that you guys are excited. Y'all had a nice New Year's Eve, nice little holiday. You're gearing up, getting ready to start the year on the right foot. What better way to start the right foot? On the right foot than winning some money, playing some DFS. How about winning your bets? Picking up those season 5 records. There's still stuff to play for here in week 18. There's still a lot going on here. And also, stay tuned to the Fantasy Alarm Show, which is usually 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're reading the Fantasy Alarm Show, by the way, just too good right now. Hi, welcome. Hi, how are you? Great to meet you. I'm on usually 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Today, doing a little midday action here, just kind of helping you along. So, week 18, we've got like a ton of playoff contests coming up over at Fantasy Alarm. We're going to do one and done.
Shout out to
contests
Jeff.
on the show.
Jeffrey Bowie in the house. Where he is, Jeff?
Well
Happy New Year.
overstimulated from now until
Just
the
said
Super
Happy
Bowl
New Year.
seasons. All right,
Happy New Year,
don't
Jeff.
think for any moment that we're taking off anytime. Andrew Cooper right now is putting together like this whole article over there at
Jeffrey
Fantasy
Bowie.
Alarm, talking about contract incentives, who's got what to play for, and we'll cover all of that. We'll cover a bunch of it here because listen, when it comes to playing DFS in week 18, you want to be invested in players and teams that have.
So you're working on New Year. Yes, we are.
That's what you need. All right, so it's kind of interesting the way that the NFL set it up. That on the Saturday slate is basically going to wrap up the AFC. You got 2 games. You got Baltimore hosting Cleveland. You got Pittsburgh hosting Cincinnati. The Bengals need to win to keep their hopes alive.
Make sure you hit that like button, Jeff.
Baltimore wants to win the division. So there's some incentive here. Ravens can clinch the North with a win or a tie against Cleveland, or if Pittsburgh loses to Cincinnati. Steelers win, and Baltimore does have to lose. So those teams, because what you're talking about here is you're talking about, you're changing your seeding as well, going from being the division winner to the wild card team. It's a little bit more dramatic when you're looking at Tampa Bay versus Atlanta, because one of them's going to be
no shop open over there.
The other one's going to drop all the way down. No, Detroit,
Minnesota.
Minnesota. One's going to be the number 1 seed. The other one's going to end up being the number 5 seed. Like, it's that kind of a dramatic one. In any event, so Saturday's going to clear up a lot of the AFC already. It'll settle down the Ravens and the Steelers. And if the Bengals
got 2 sodas.
On Sundays,
You have to go in after we eat them.
Oh no, it should have been Mountain Dew. I want to get one free.
Winter time gets
If it was, I had a.
does not have any kind
I
of
got 2 Cokes.
anything. But if Cincinnati closes,
No. I had got 2 Cokes. Mountain Dew was in there too, but I just wanted 2 Cokes. Mountain Dew was part of the deal. Or the BOGO.
Oh, the Coke wasn't.
Coke was.
Huh?
The Coke was.
then you're in
Really?
situation.
Raleigh, they out here fishing on New Year's Day, Daddy.
Oh yeah. Get some old good old New Year's fish.
This is a competition.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that for sure has to be a fishing competition.
Oh, fishing competition on the Columbia River. Catch the biggest one then, yeah. Gotta catch the biggest one to win the competition. Oh yeah, they got a whole bunch of boats over there.
So, on the Sunday slate, we do want our shares of some problems. Everyone, get in on that. Miami also. Now, I'm hearing that Huntley is going to be starting. He's taking the majority of his team reps.
Yeah, there's some more down there. And it looks like there's boats to keep an eye on to make sure they doing no risky shit.
Necessarily want H-N. That's one of the things that we've noticed here. If you look at the game logs, the games without Tua, H-N, not a whole lot of production. When Tua's there, he's catching like 6-7 passes a game. So it's obviously something to watch when it comes to utilizing Devon H-N. But, from the AFC, kind of where we're at here, right? Broncos, splash them in. Dolphins, splash them in. The NFC, this is where the excitement is. This is really where it is. Because if you look at the playoff picture here, you've got Detroit going up against Minnesota, and the winner clinches the North, gets the #1 overall seed and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Which, I gotta tell you, in all honesty, I don't really care who wins. I am rooting for one over them, but I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna split my loyalties here. Because I think both teams are great. I love both fan bases. And you know what? I just dig what's happening over there in the NFC North. But what I love the most is that the road to the Super Bowl
right there,
is very likely going to be in the NFC side.
Right there.
I'm not going to have to deal with the issues. And I'm very happy about that. Because you know what? I don't want to be in Kansas City in late December, early January. I want to be in Buffalo. Right? Do I need a snow game in Buffalo for the playoffs? No, I definitely don't. I would prefer the elements to be taken out of out of the playoffs and let the teams just play. But that's just. But on the FC side, so the Detroit Minnesota game, that is the Sunday night football game, which means that it's not on the DraftKings main slate. It is on the FanDuel main slate. So. And I've always been a proponent of making sure that you have a piece of that Sunday night game. Now, the pieces that are going to be available to you, this is what's crazy. Because you do have to be careful. A lot of people will sit there and they'll game stack this game because the over-under is 57. 57 is the highest I've seen all season long. I don't even remember the last time I saw a point total that high. I think I remember it was like a couple of years ago. There was 58.
Their own spot to fish.
57 is high, which means that, people are going to be game stacking this a lot for their contests. And, that's a tough spot to be. Do you sit in last place and then try and play the only ownership game and start, changing over. Like looking at what you can do is you can say, all right, well, I'm going to go with Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson and Jahmyr Gibbs. And I'm going to lock those three into my lineup and build the rest of my lineup around them. Do you turn around later on at night, depending on where you are in the contest, and say, well, now I'm going to switch from Sam Darnold to Jared Goff. Now I'm going to switch from Jahmyr Gibbs to Aaron Jones. I'm going to switch from Justin Jefferson to Amon-Ra St. Brown. You play the ownership percentage games there. You can do that for sure, but I always like to just have like a slice. Make sure I just get like a piece of it. Last week I did it with Bijan Robinson. Right? He was in all my FanDuel lineups. Sitting there in my flex spot. I needed to pivot off of him. I could have pivoted off of him. Could have pivoted to anybody because I had that kind of money doing it. And so what I did was I just kind of rocked it.
What they doing over here, David?
Went crushed crazy for me there, and just vaulted me up the standings. So you always want a little bit of that.
Yeah, they got their clothes on the book.
A lot of people are going to do it. You're going to see a lot of games stacked.
You got a big ass net beside of his.
So I would suggest. I mean, if you're a single lineup person, well, then you do you. I'm probably going to have at least one lineup that game stacks. I'll have a piece or two, obviously, from some early games and hope that those pan out, but, just something to watch. The two teams that I'm watching the most here is obviously, not besides the Lions, is Bucks Falcons. Tampa Bay is playing New Orleans. The Falcons have Carolina. Both teams are at home. Both teams have pieces that you want. Like, everybody wants Baker Mayfield. Mike Evans is 85 yards shy of his 11th straight 1,000-yard season. He's also 5 catches and 85 yards away from earning an additional $3 million. You know Baker wants to get him that money. And you know that he and Evans have communicated about it before. Baker is one of those guys. Baker will make sure that happens for Mike Evans. Again, it's what you want in DFS also, because now you know that you're looking at your floor of 5 for 85. And anything above that is going to be great. Gets into the end zone, going to pay off in salary. So Baker, people are going to go for, considering that it's New Orleans and they're a run funnel defense, you know that Bucky Irving is in play. He's been absolutely spectacular. Here to close out the season, 300-yard games in like his last 5. He's got like 5 or 6 touchdowns in his last 6 or 7 games. Like the production that we're getting out of Bucky Irving right now is spectacular. So knowing this matchup against the Saints, which is a run funnel defense, I'm in it, man. I'm definitely in it. I mean, you could legitimately see another game like you just got from Baker Mayfield and Bucky Irving and Mike Evans and Jalen McMillan as well. The cover boy of the DFS watch list, Jalen McMillan. I got some thoughts to share about him, but we're going to want to get shares of those guys. On the Falcons side here, Bijan Robinson running up against the Carolina Panthers. Is that not like the biggest layup? Well, obviously somebody's going to, disappoint. Somebody's going to, be a bummer for us. But these are the plays that everybody's going to have. These are going to be like, this is your cash game lineup. How you sprinkle in the components, the pieces here and there. That's what's going to end up differentiating yourself from the rest of the herd. Because everybody who's playing DFS knows that this is what they need to do. The ultimate contrarian is you end up like just putting together random lineups from the daytime games. You don't worry about, what happens at night. You try to load up on the game that you think is definitely going to pop. And we've seen that strategy before. And I don't see why it wouldn't work. But if you're going to play some cash games, these are the ways, that you're going to end up having to do it. So Bijan Robinson's going to be in play. Probably Drake London's going to be in play as well. A good lean. I'm lukewarm on Darnell Mooney. I mean, listen, the matchup against Carolina, again, their secondary is bad. I'm not worried about it. I don't even know if J.C. Horn is going to play this week either. He didn't play last week. But it's about having a piece of the team that has something to play for. And the Bucs can clinch the South with a win or a tie. Or, if they do lose, Atlanta needs to lose or tie against Carolina. Falcons can clinch with a win and a Tampa Bay loss. So the Bucs are in the driver's seat right now. Falcons are right behind them. The thing about this one here is that the winner goes to the playoffs. The loser goes home. That's it. There is no tomorrow. So Bucs or Falcons, one of them is in the playoffs, one of them is out of the playoffs. The Bucs have the upper hand right now. So there will be a little bit of an air of desperation for the Falcons. I don't necessarily know if that, leads you to get the lineup around it, but nevertheless, that's what you're looking for. So that's where the playoff picture is set. Now, there's a number of guys who have yardage milestones that they want to hit or that they're looking for. I would take a look at, I don't think the Chargers are going to use J.K. Dobbins. It doesn't matter what's going on there. But, here are some guys who are, chasing 1,000 yards. You got J.K. Dobbins. He's at 842. He's not rushing for 150 this week, so don't worry about that. Jaden Daniels, I don't even know if he's going to play. And he's pushing close to 1,000 yards rushing. DeAndre Swift needs 106 yards to get there. Now, does he do it? Can he do it? Do the Bears even? So if you do look at a guy like DeAndre Swift going up against a good run defense that have some key components, you're going to have to look at that and see if the Bears want to get DeAndre Swift, close to that milestone. Does DeAndre Swift need to get to that milestone? James Cook needs 19 yards to get to 1,000. Again, I don't know if the Bills have anybody are going to use any of their starters here. I don't necessarily know if that's. I think they're locked into the number 2, so I don't think they need it. A couple of receivers, 25. DJ Moore, 120. George Pickens, a 100-yard game for George Pickens against the Pittsburgh Steelers puts him at 1,000 yards. Jacoby Myers needs 96 yards to reach 1,000. Jawan Jennings, 77. DK Metcalf, 61. Tyreek Hill, 61. So we got a bunch of guys here that, are looking to get to the 1,000 yards. Now, I don't know exactly what they have as far as in their contracts. There are a couple of them that I know. Like, J.K. Dobbins has something in his contract. Now, I know I said J.K. Dobbins against the 160. He only needs 58 yards to reach the clause in his contract, $150,000 if he reaches 900 yards. So that's definitely something to watch. Tony Pollard needs 83 yards and 2 touchdowns for an additional $400,000 in his pocket. Right, 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns is where the incentives are. So 83 and 2. And I'll tell you what, I know that Tajay Spears is concussed, and Tony Pollard's healthy. Chances are that he's going to be pushing for that. And I'll tell you what, I don't hate this matchup against the Houston Texans, a team that definitely seems lost. There you go. This is one, and this is a good way to transition into talking some DFS, and we'll cover the DFS watch list. Here you go. Your GPP must play of the week is Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He needs 1 touchdown to reach 5 for the season, and that triggers a $250,000 contract. Now, he didn't get any targets last week, and he caught 1 pass the week before that. But you're telling me that somebody didn't, turn around to MVS and be like, Marquez, 1 more touchdown.
And that play may have lost the yard. The Sun Devils have done it, and that play may have lost the yard. The Sun Devils have done a pretty good job thus far against the Texas run game. Arizona State was one of the tops in the nation. once, throws to the near side of the field, incomplete, overthrew his intended target. DeAndre Moore, who caught the touchdown pass on the game's opening drive. It looked like Ewers had almost like a mini pump and got out of rhythm.
Well, Miles Rouser undercuts it. If Miles takes such a bad angle to the ball, the out route wasn't there. The receiver turned up, and had Ewers held it, he would have found the receiver right behind goes Rouser. You can see one of the strategies clearly for Texas this first half has been find number 4 in the passing game.
3rd and 11 for the Longhorns. Another big third down opportunity for the Sun Devil defense. Can they stiff it? Ewers back to pass as he's pressured out of the pocket, chased by Elliott, and Elliott trips him up and drops him as Ewers was trying to scramble for the first down. Elliott drops him at around the 42-43 yard line, and that will set up a 4th down and 6. And Texas will bring in the punting unit as once again the Sun Devil defense rises to the challenge here.
Yeah, nice play by Keyshawn Elliott, because if he doesn't make that shoestring tackle, Ewers are going to get the first down. It's a good job of really scrambling and getting on your horse, because he was a little bit out of position. He was in the middle of the field. Quarterback ran towards the ASU sidelines. He had to chase it from the inside out.
Michael Kern is the punter, true freshman from Fort Lauderdale. And he gets the kickoff and drives it downfield, and Snowball will let it hit as it goes into the end zone for a touchback. A 57-yard punt, but it'll only be a net of 37 on the play as the ball goes into the end zone. Timeout on the field, 3:38 left till halftime. Our score, Texas 17 and the Sun Devils 3 as we take a timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union.
Sports Radio, you have 2 choices: go home a fantasy football champion or just go home.
You gotta go with the guys who got you here. Don't overthink it.
You've made it this far. Don't give up the title because you made the wrong roster move or made the wrong start-sit decision. Fantasy Sports Radio, Channel 87 on the Sirius XM app.
Paul Kelly here from Fantasy Football Morning, presented by Fantasy Points. Get ready to maximize your fantasy points this season. Weekdays at 7. Sports Radio.
Fantasy Sports Radio, where championships are won.
Here's what's happening on Sirius XM.
NHL's on Sirius XM as the Kings and Devils welcome in the new year with a 6 p.m. Eastern start in Los Angeles. Tune in to Sirius XM NHL Network Radio Channel 91 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Giving you the best in fantasy advice and being hilariously entertaining. Wow, we have it all. This is Fantasy Alarm on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm Howard Bender here on the Fantasy Alarm Show. New Year's Day special. Happy New Year, everybody. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much for being here. A little bit of a program change here on the channel for New Year's Day. I'll be here for at least the next 30 minutes. And then after that, Mike Dempsey and Bob Harris are going to take you through the next 2 hours from there. And then I think we go dark. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure about what's going on there. I'm on a need-to-know basis, and beyond what Dempsey and Harris are talking about, I don't know anything else. Talking about some DFS plays. We're just talking about guys with contract incentives. But I mean, it's an obvious boomer bust play, but you gotta think that somebody wants to get
Atlanta has to start their people.
Or he wants it to happen there. So I'm in on that. Now the question is where else are we going for DFS? Now talk about the fact you want to invest in players on teams who have something to play for. We want some Bucks, we want some Falcons, some Broncos in there, even some Dolphins also as well. Now, it's not to say that I'm ignoring the rest of the player pool. This is where my focus is. At quarterback, the 2 guys who I'm looking at the most right now are Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Baker in this matchup here, the Bucks need to win to advance to the playoffs. Can backdoor in, but they don't want to leave it up to that. So Baker going up against the Saints defense that's absolutely atrocious, and then Sam going up against Detroit. I like Jared Goff as well, and you know what? Jared Goff's like $100, $200 cheaper, I believe, on
You could go in that direction. The reason that I tend to lean more towards Sam Darnold is because of how Zach Robinson runs his offense. And he is a pass-first guy. He comes from the Sean McVay tree, and he is, he started off, he was a passing game coordinator. And so, I look to, I look to what he's been doing over there. Oh, Kevin O'Connell. Coach, jeez Louise. Sorry, guys, it's New Year's for crying out loud, huh? Some of us still have a little in our head. The offense that Kevin O'Connell runs is more pass-friendly than what we've got going on over in Detroit, where, Dan Campbell, he's all about running the football. And, it would have been a little easier for him to have David Montgomery there as well, but, in the games that Montgomery's missed right now, we haven't missed a beat. And Jameer Gibbs is handling the ball like an absolute champ. And so I think that, they're going to continue to lean on him like they do. So I sort of favor Sam Darnold, but you can use Jared Goff. But the important factor there is that using the quarterback as your late night hammer, it allows you to have a... And I think that's kind of important. Last week I was using Jaden Daniels as my late night hammer at the quarterback position in a couple of GPP lineups just to have that aspect there. Unfortunately, I paired him up with Terry McLaurin. That was bad.
You better drive careful. The police gonna be on your ass.
Definitely helped me out for sure. Bijan Robinson was my primary guy there. So you want something from that late night game. I like that because then if I use Sam Darnold, I'm basically getting everything that Jefferson's getting. Anything that's going Jordan Addison's way. You want to throw a rando touchdown to Johnny Munt? Go ahead. At the running back position here, I was all in on Saquon Barkley, but this decision to not use Barkley and to
I don't think no police car would look like that.
Immediately takes that off the table. So I'm probably going to look towards a guy like Sean Robinson, Bucky Irving, my chalk player. But pay down. I'll tell you what. Green Bay, again, they don't really have a whole lot going on for Green Bay. As far as I think that if they lose, they can get knocked down to the 7th seed and end up playing, I guess, the Eagles, which, not ideal, but I believe they have a 75% chance of just staying where they are in as the number 6 seed. If that's the case,
shouts out to Canadian Glory. Got some cool videos over on his channel. Go check them out.
Incentivize them. Josh Jacobs is going to go to the bench. Right? Give me Emmanuel Wilson. Right? You've seen him run throughout the season. He has been an absolute dreamboat. Right? Everybody's talking about it. Here's the funny thing, right? Sean McVay said that the Rams are going to rest their starters. And I believe the quote from Sean McVay was, I'm very excited to see what Blake Corum does with a full workload. Immediately, everybody's in the fantasy community, everybody's ears perked up. Ooh, what's that? Blake Corum in this matchup, for him going up against the Seattle Seahawks, that's perfectly fine. I'm happy to use Blake Corum. But the pay down to Emmanuel Wilson, I think, is even better because the Bears, it's a run funnel defense. They give up the 6th most rushing yards per game. Give up the 7th most fantasy points per game to the running back position. And how incentivized are the Chicago Bears? Emmanuel Wilson all of a sudden becomes a very intriguing paydown. And that's kind of where you have to start taking a look. When you start looking at, teams that don't have anything to play for, how invested are you going to be? There are certain aspects, certain players who I do want to be involved with that are, in there. I think, obviously Marquez Valdez-Scantling was the big one there that I gave you. But listen, Brian Thomas Jr., Jacksonville has nothing to play for, but this kid here, he leads all rookie receivers, all rookie pass catchers in receiving yards. So, does he want to hold on to that? Malik Neighbors is chasing it. That's another thing. We're gonna have to look at that. Malik Neighbors, Brock Bowers. These two guys are on teams that have 0 to play for, but this is all about incentives for them. So Brian Thomas trying to keep pace against Indianapolis with Malik Neighbors, who's got the Eagles, who are resting all of their starters, going up against Brock Bowers, ace of the Chargers. Is Derwin James going to play? Is Derwin James going to cover? We'll have to figure that one out there for sure. Again, I've got the DFS watch list all over there at fantasyalarm.com, and that gives you the answers to all your questions. I talked to you about Tyreek Hill going up against the Jets. I'm definitely going to lock into using him. I said Jalen McMillan as well. I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. You know, the interesting one is, and I'm kind of teetering on whether or not to give it a shot. And that is Kyle Pitts. Because obviously now what we've got is, he's like 4,000 on DraftKings. It doesn't cost a ton. And so the question is, you know, do you pay up for a Brock Bowers that he's, you know, he's looking to hold on to the receptions record and, you know, receiving yards record, just looking to grab any of that? Or, you know, do you pay down and you find somebody else? I mean, listen, I think Johnny Smith is a great play also going up against the Jets. Perfectly fine with that. I'm either going to choose between Tyreek or John Hill. Not a chance of stacking Dolphins,
Miami start.
but you know, Kyle Pitts is an interesting one. He saw 5 targets, he caught 4 passes in the last game. The question is Michael Penix going to lean on him a little bit? Have they shortened up the passing game in Atlanta so that they're not, you know, like, does Darnell Mooney not become a decent play, even though it's a great matchup for him? Because Penix isn't really looking downfield. Is he going to handle the, is he going to be more on the short passing game between, you know, getting Drake London the football, getting it to Kyle Pitts? Kind of where I'm teetering a little bit on those for sure. Let's go to the phone lines, 888-963.
And that out-of-bounds play stops the clock with 32 seconds left in the half. That time Levitt had time to throw, and what do you know, he got a nice pass on target. Snowball goes in motion to the left side. Scatterbo motions as well on first down. Levitt feeling the pressure, and he is going to be dropped at around the 26-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, as Colin Simmons, the edge rusher, came in from the rear, along with linebacker Trey Moore to bring down Elliott.
There was a mistake. The second and a half. It'll be 30 seconds. And wait.
Sun Devils stop the clock with 27 seconds remaining in the half. Burning that time out there. Yeah, again, the tackles that are having trouble, just too much pressure coming off the edge, whether it's 18 or 11, Colin Simmons, the freshman All-American that we talked about earlier, and 88, Barron Sherrill, having quite a strong game. You know, it's one stat that doesn't show up is harassment. You know, and how many times Sam Levitt has been harassed. They'll show up when a quarterback hurries. Yes. But, man, it's just the difference in the pocket between what Ewers is getting and what Sam is getting is radically different. Yeah.
Start the play clock.
So it's second down and 11 from the 26. Yeah, somebody's not doing a good job with stats. They say no quarterback hurries for Texas. Levitt completes one to Snowball. Milpon gets upended at the 19-yard line, as Jade Barron and linebacker Maurice Blackwell are over there defensively for Texas. Quickly get a timeout ball.
France in the house. Happy New Year, France.
22 seconds. 0-2-2.
And official Larry Smith. And by the way, this is a Big Ten officiating
Welcome,
crew.
France. Welcome,
At today's quarterfinal game.
Double tap that screen.
And one more second in the clock.
For the
So
light.
22 seconds remaining in the half. And it'll be a third down and 4 from the Texas 19 after the timeout. That was a little out route, and Snowball thinks he's going to, get him, maybe get out of bounds. And Barron, the Jim Thornton winner, comes up and hits him, but he sets his feet and brings his hips through his shoulder pads, and he actually put Snowball in the air and spun him like a top, almost a 360, and he just does a nice job at 5'11", 200 pounds of really delivering a blow. Third down and 4. Levitt in the shotgun. A Taylor and O'Meary on the right side, Stovall and Guillory to the left. Levitt again, feeling the heat, scrambling to his left, eyes downfield, throws downfield, incomplete, intended for Guillory, and the ball was knocked away in the near corner of the end zone by quarterback Malik Muhammad. Kick it, and the Sun Devils will bring on the field goal unit. Karsten Kiefer booted a 39-yard field goal to cap the opening drive of the football game. And he will try to salvage points for the Sun Devils here at the end of the first half. Keep in mind, Texas won the toss, so they will get the second half kickoff after they deferred the option.
Kenny just trying to win the middle lane like he usually does. 87 points for Asia in the middle lane, 16 for...
And the ball is partially blocked. It is no good, and Texas will in the first half. It might have been Warren Roberson, a reserve defensive back, who got his hands on it.
Looked like one of the big guys. He pitches in towards the left guard, reaches up with that one big hand, and that's too bad because that was the fourth down conversion that Asia got on that drive to keep it alive. They had a chance to put out points right before halftime to help themselves out, but special teams has been a tough go for Asia this game.
It has indeed. On first down, they hand the ball off to Jaden Blue. Blue gets short yardage, tackled at around the 21 after a gain of 1 on what will be the final play of the half. Even though Arizona State has 178 yards to 132, the Longhorns in the first half. Big play as we check in with Kevin Turner down on the field with Kenny Dillon. Coach, you're dominating. Okay, look at TV. Let TV go first. All right, we will try to get Kenny momentarily. Kevin was all ready, and he got bumped right to the sidelines by the ESPN reporter. 178 yards for Arizona State, 133 for Texas. But that doesn't tell the story. The Longhorns have dominated because of the pressure. They're deep.
That practice facility for the Bengals. And as you walk through, you can go up that hill directly to the field, or you just kind of walk forward and you're going into like the training facility. Well, he did a whole series of tweets where T. Higgins was going up the hill, and then he would end up playing that week, and what his stats were, or he would not walk up that hill and he would be out for the game. And it was absolutely hysterical. It all culminated, I think it was like week 14 or something like that. Well, today, tweeted out by some beat writers, Austin Tanner. We gotta just give Austin Tanner some credit here. He is I don't know. He's at Local 12. He's a photojournalist and sports producer. He filmed T. Higgins, who walked through the gate, stopped, looked at the hill, and then walked forward toward the facility. And then he turned around and he said to Ben Bain, who is a beat writer for the Bengals, "I ain't run up that hill this time. I'm hip to y'all's games." And he actually CC'd Coop at Coupe Fiasco. Check this out. I'm telling you, folks, we ran a whole promotion over it. We gave away, thanks to our good friends over at...
Remember, a couple of weeks ago, there was this big old huge thing that people have been noticing when the beat writer said, okay, Tyreek went up the hill. Anytime T. Higgins was going up the hill, running up the hill, and then came back down, or walked up the hill, came back down, he always had an amazing game. The games that he didn't do it, he either didn't play or he had a bad game. So it went into to where Andrew Cooper had put this whole thing online, whatever the case may be, and T. Higgins hit his ass up. So they been in conversation with T. Higgins. So this time he said that's the reason why he said, "Oh, I'm hip to y'all games, trying to figure out if I'm playing or not." And so they copied Andrew Cooper up. Highlight, like Andrew Cooper says, the highlight. All I did was just make an observation of what was going on, and then T. Higgins actually reached out to me.
That's hilarious.
Or possibly even George Kittle, for that matter. I said it earlier, head coach of the Rams, Sean McVay,
says he is excited about watching Blake Corum get a heavy workload. So that's what we're looking at for sure when it comes to, so Blake Corum, we talked about that as far as like where our value picks are going to be for DFS. Blake Corum, I also like Emmanuel Wilson. Pour one out here for Ezekiel Elliott. Cowboys weird. You know, I love that. The story doesn't mean anything, right? I mean, Zeke is done. And
Protected, so there is Jamal protected, so there is Jamal Williams out there. This is a PPR pick also. So there's Jamal Williams I could pick up. There's Michael Carter available. It's looked pretty good. There's Mitchell, which I don't know if Henry's going to play full time. And then you got Justice Hill. And then the Carolina backfield. I don't know what's going on there. That's basically it. Craig Reynolds maybe. Like that's what I'm down to for my second running back. And this is a points only league, and I'm in first place by only 19 points going into the final week. So
somebody's going
I gotta get the best
deal. My whole team up, but
yeah, that is a horrendous group. Yeah, I don't want to be involved with Kendra Miller anymore either. Like that was him going out and getting Dana, you know, got concussed or whatever. Kendra Miller, I mean, this is what Dennis Allen was complaining about all the time throughout the preseason, was that this kid can never stay on the field. And so yeah, I don't want to be involved with that. Out of that group, which you're right, it is definitely an ugly group. I think I would go with Michael Carter. I don't know what's going on with James Conner. Obviously, they thought he was going to play, and then he didn't. Amari DiMercato is on IR. The Cardinals just put Trey Benson on IR as well. So Michael Carter could be the only running back for the Arizona Cardinals against a San Francisco team that we already know that Brock Purdy's not going to play. How the rest of them going to finish out the season? We know that Drake Greenlaw he's done for the year. They had already parted ways with Devondre Campbell. Fred Warner's a man alone on an island, on that defense. So I would go with Michael Carter here. I think that's the way you do it there, Eric. Appreciate that phone call. Kudos for being in it to win it like that. Let's go to Craig in California. Craig, welcome to the Fantasy Alarm.
Hi, thanks, Howard. I got a great lineup going in DraftKings. I got Bijan, Evans, and some both Vikings and some Lions guys. But I'm wondering a tight end if you would possibly consider Foster Moreau as a dart throw.
Foster Moreau, dart throw.
Yeah. Listen, Foster Moreau, I see him touchdowns in like each of his last 2 weeks or something like that. I mean, it is, I personally love Jawan Johnson. I think that he is could be a more explosive player, but they just seem to be hitting Foster Moreau in the end zone. Like he is getting those red zone looks, and I think that's important. If you're just doing a dart throw here, you're doing the right dart throw, because Foster Moreau will probably be a fairly low-owned player going up against the Bucs team that has struggled to cover the middle of the field throughout the entire season. I think the Bucs ranked like 27th or 28th in DVOA against the tight end. That's defense adjusted value over average. So the higher their ranking, the worse they are. So 27th, 28th in DVOA against the tight end. They were giving up like the 5th or 6th most fantasy points to the position as well. So I think, listen, if you're going to get in, if it's going to allow you to jam in a lot of these big-time guys. Now, remember, a lot of these big-time guys are going to be pretty chalky, like Bijan and Evans. Everybody's going to have them. Foster Moreau, I think, is a good spot to differentiate yourself from the rest of the pack. Probably check out some other decent one-offs as well. And yeah. I'm less worried about correlation in some of these games. Like if I'm worried, I'm looking for some correlation maybe for Tampa, New Orleans, or Atlanta, Carolina. But I'll use Emmanuel Wilson as a one-off at the running back position, and not really not need the correlation. You just need to make sure that you're finding guys who are going to continue to help separate yourself from the rest of the pack. I think Foster Moreau is a good dart throw there to start. Craig, appreciate that phone call. Let's do one more. Let's go to Alan, also in California. Alan, welcome to the Fantasy Alarm.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Happy New Year's. So I have a defensive question. Oh, thank you. So I have a defensive question. I've been rocking with the Chiefs. But in recent couple of weeks, I've been keying in on your defensive recommendations, like when Green Bay went up against New Orleans. But I also have Chiefs, Dolphins, and I could pick up.
Trying to figure out where the damn fish at. Are they fishing off the bank?
Yeah, they is.
Okay.
You know, score. They're going to be. You want turnovers, and Rodgers is turning the ball over. I think that so Miami, I think, is in a really nice spot for something like that as well. I would say that some defenses that I'm eyeballing for this week. I do like Atlanta going up against Carolina. I think the game will be moderately competitive, but we've seen the Atlanta defense really kind of turn out nicely. I also like the Houston Texans defense going up against the Tennessee Titans. It's on the road, but this whole is it going to be Mason Rudolph? Is it going to be Will Levis? Who's going to be playing? What is Tajay Spears going to be in or out?
On the final 8 teams, now down to 7. Boise State losing last night. For ASU, like I said, they've outgained Texas yardage. For ASU, like I said, they've outgained Texas yardage-wise in the first half. Texas, though, at times it seemed like they were in control of this game, especially in the early part of the first quarter of this game. It's 17-3. Longhorns have the lead, and Texas will get the ball to start the second half. Aiden's back in the second half, so still a lot to be decided from Atlanta, Georgia, and the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. We'll come back and take a look ahead to the second half next on the Sun Devil Radio Network.
When Jen Drummond isn't climbing mountains and breaking records, she likes sleeping movies.
That's why I appreciate My Style checking from Mountain America. My Style makes life a breeze, and the mountain of extra benefits is incredible. Shopping and entertainment discounts, mobile phone protection. My Style checking has it all. You're off for your next journey with My Style checking. Only at Mountain America.
Membership required based on eligibility. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply. Smash Burger, known for their namesake smashing technique. Smashing it fresh, never frozen, 100% certified famous meat patty on a hot season grill. Find Smash Burger.
I don't know.
I pretty much roll some burritos up for lunch.
What?
Burritos. Roll up some burritos for lunch. Shouts out to Carlos Humberto Matute Cruz. He said, hello, you are a police officer. Yeah, pull it over.
No. It's just a dash ornament. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's just a dash ornament. We're not the police.
Truck driver.
I'm Pop-Popping. Big Mama's driving this big old truck. I'm Pop-Popping and I can put whatever the hell I want on the dash.
Really, Dad?
Oh, my bad.
That's how you gonna start off the new year? Where's the vet?
Down there. He said, I understand. Okay. Nothing against the police. Everybody got a job.
And our grandson loves the car.
Yeah. Say Happy New Year for you and your family. Happy New Year to you, Carlos.
Happy New Year to you too, Carlos.
all you Nicaraguans.
I don't think that's
Nicaraguans.
No, no.
Bringing my guys here on the other side. First and foremost, thank you so much for being here on New Year's Day, guys. Jimmy Scalia. And,
all right, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Am I saying that right, Jimmy?
Grandson.
Scalia, or is it Scalia?
Grandson.
Which way am I going?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I am a liar, so you truly don't know what to think. I give my advice then.
Are you resolving not to lie more in 2025? Is that what we get?
No, I'll definitely keep that up. But definitely a resolution for me, fantasy-wise, be to stop searching out trades just for the sake
didn't let nobody out and strapped him with lights.
I had Keenan Allen in the league just before the playoffs started. And just the more you look at that app every day, just like, I can make this be better, I can make this be better. What did I do?
I see something new every time we come down.
Sometimes just do trades just for the sake of doing it.
Hey, you got a heck of a game out of Ricky Pearsall this last week, huh?
Oh, that's great. Thanks, Ricky.
What about you, Noah? How about you? What's your fantasy resolution?
Well, my fantasy resolution is kind of similar in a way to Jimmy's. Mine was stop thinking quick.
Listen, we've got more. There's so much coming up here at Fantasy Alarm. Make sure that you stay tuned. Again, we're usually on 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Tomorrow night, Thursday night, me and Andrew Cooper will drop in. Cost from now to the end of 2025. That's right, to the for everything, season long, DFS, betting, draft guides, cheat sheets, Discord access to me and Coop and Emma, all the gang. So be sure to go there. It's the holiday gift that's going to just keep on giving. We don't stop here. We got lots of stuff coming up here for week 18. I'm going to go do some articles right this minute.
No, they start to go on sale like Black Friday or like right now. It's 50% off for a whole entire year. So.
How much is it?
This has been Fantasy Alarm. Happy New Year to you all. Seriously,
it's half off. It's about 20 cents for about $20 a month. So it's $20 a year. It's about $500 a year for
Oh, you can pay monthly?
Yeah. And all the when they have sales, so you have to pay it full price. Christmas is about $5.
If you want to do it, you can do it, baby.
Christmas is about
on at 8:45 Eastern Thursday. This after a driver in a pickup truck drove through a packed urban street on New Year's morning, killing 15 and injuring at least 35. ESPN reports that Georgia currently sheltering in place at the team hotel. Winner of that game gets Penn State after their quarterfinal matchups on Tap Live coming. Texas Radio Network gets heard on Sirius XM with viewers and TV fans as well. Longhorns up 17-3 at the half. Ohio State, Oregon in the...
Today must be opening day for fishing or something.
Maybe. Get the shit ton of
NFL, there'll be no rushing record for Saquon Barkley. Finale again. Season Chicago by law likely to be available for the Dolphins. New Huntley expected to start the playoff spot on the line against the Jets.
Oh, he said two are gonna go.
Rice announcing his commitment to the University of Arizona.
Tua's gonna go where?
He's gonna play.
Oh, he's not. Tyler Hunt's gonna go.
Justin
He
Ross.
said, I thought he just said, looks like Tua's gonna go for Miami.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Waving with his left hand, takes the snap, now shoulder high, stepping in the pocket, firing down the middle, and it's a touchdown, Florida. And a paper trail behind a clothesline from Goff. Happy New Year to all! Football diehards is on the air the first day of 2025. That's right, we are live in the middle of the afternoon. The producers can't believe Thank you, sir. Ready to start off another season of, it starts out, right? Some people still playing, we get it if you're playing a full-time league championship. Some of those happen, playing the rest of the season is still there.
All right, folks.
For options, like, hey, should I play? That's not necessarily as good as, hey, I've got a lineup and I've got 2 spots left. I can go with this combo or I can go with this combo with the same amount of money. The more specific you can be in the next few days, the more we're going to be able to help you out a little bit. But Happy New Year to our producers as well, Jimmy Scalia, Noah Cannon, kicking off a fresh year. I believe we're the last live show of the day. Is that correct, fellas? That's it. That's up. What we're going to focus on is what we'd like to change about our strategies and tactics for 2025. It's fantasy New Year's resolutions. Never been done before, Bob. Never even been.
I know my resolution is
To a show.
I will not go running back heavy next year.
Crowd. We are aiming new highways of
I thought I went running back heavy this time. I went wide receiver.
Yes, I don't think anybody
Yep, I
like a retrospective of the mistakes and the things we learned, right? No one does that, right? So I'm glad that award and the Lombardi Award.
Yeah, looked like he twisted an ankle. So much on replay, but he's walking to the bench. The injury occurred right in front of the Texas bench, so not far behind the block. Banks today making his 41st consecutive start. He became Texas's 25th all-time unanimous All-American this offseason, this December.
Yeah.
Well, it seems good they're doing tackle now, right? Goodby's going to be, he's already replacing Cameron Boyd. But again, a little thinner offensive line. Michael Carr's punt is a high end-over-ender snowball, able to make the fair catch at around the 37-yard line. 41 yards on the punt.
Everybody just sitting out there, ain't nobody caught nothing.
Everybody catching shit.
Backers, I think Gavin Shamar Simmons gives them a lot that they're going to be able to hold up and that they're going to be able to, really protect the secondary because Shamar is so smart and he's so versatile in that slot defender. The Devils take over. This is where they've got to really step up on the offensive side of things in the second half. Give this Scatterbo on first down, and he punches it out past the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going to mark him down at the 40, so that'll end up being again, Kyle Scott, the right guard, he's having a tough time inside with, looks like Rock that time. Vernon Rock was in there pushing him back. Boy, they are just so talented. Beefy, again, athletic up front. 11 under center. Takes the give to Scatterbo, rolls right, throws downfield, caught for a first down. Caught by Troy O'Meara. And now a personal foul is going to be called as O'Meara, after he caught the pass for a first down at the 45 of Texas, held the ball, outstretched the ball, and there slapped it out of his hands. We're going to call it on O'Meara for Taunton. He put the ball right in the face of Jeff Barrett. And I'm with the official, right? There's no need for that. He just got a huge first down. He gets up off the ground, sticks it right in the face of Barrett. Jim Thorpe winner, and he wanted to show him who was the guy. As O'Meara taken out of the game, and Kenny Dillingham having a few words with Troy O'Meara as the penalty moves the ball back to the 42-yard line of Arizona State. And on first down, Lemon takes off with a run. And Sam Lemon, 30-yard line. Lemon scrambling for a first down. We're going to mark him out at the 30-yard line of Texas. A 28-yard gain for Sam Lemon. RPO look, Sam fakes the give, and he just fakes out a couple of defenders. Makubu, the safety, comes up, and Sam Lemon puts his right foot in the ground, bounces it out to the left side, down the sidelines. Three receivers to the near side of the formation on 1st and 10. As Lemon makes the give to Scatterbo, tries to take off and run, but he can't get by Anthony Hill or Trey Moore. Dillingham on replay, I just saw him, he got the mouth wide. Interesting. The loss back to the 30-yard line. Actually, it's no gain on the play, so it'll be second down and 10. It's interesting that Anthony Hill's playing defensive end. Scatterbo, a swing reception on the near side, and Scatterbo gets down to the 20-yard line, and he's close to a person.
Turkish or something.
receivers bunched to the near side of the formation. First and 10.
The second time they were fucking passed by the damn ATV with the huge catastrophe. Be over there.
Yeah, bad for freaks.
A lot of bad for freaks.
Most of the grunt. ASU coaching staff wanted a call there. They didn't get it. You can hear the booze
That's
coming
up to
down from
Hanging
replay.
Charm. Happy New Year from Hamburg, Germany.
All right.
Welcome, Germany. Welcome, Germany.
Welcome in, Germany. Happy New Year. Don't change.
Sideline incomplete.
Don't change.
10 from the Texas 20. 4.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. 17-3 Longhorns. Scatteroo bursts up the middle.
So you guys make sure you double tap that screen and hit the like button.
A 14-yard run right up the middle of the Texas defense. And it's first and goal for Arizona State. And there's another long down injury.
I think Taft is down there. Safety came up to make the hit on Scatterbo, and he just got crushed. ASU's offensive line blocks down to the left side. They find a crease up the middle.
So while they tend to Michael Taft, injured on the play, we'll take a timeout with our score.
Now, apparently,
It looks like Bryson. But maybe a target of opportunity in this finale against a Giants team that doesn't have a lot to play for, although they played their hearts out last week in good form. Drew Lock, man of the week, 5-touchdown Lock. Yeah, and look, if they're going to play hard against Indianapolis, I'm not sure why they wouldn't play hard against their division rival. Right? And even though it's not like we're going to keep them out of the playoffs, I still think that you can feel pretty good if Malik Neighbors is active and that he's going to get a normal amount of targets and things like that. Carson Wentz will start for Kansas City, Bob. Other starters going to sit, so is their backup not going to be mine. Noah Gray, anybody else? I feel like it's the guy that I'd be most interested in. Beyond that, I feel like I'd be taking my chances, and it sounds like it'll be, like all the key. But maybe there's a running back there that we could lean into. Right? Like maybe Kareem Hunt will still play. They're expecting Isaiah Pacheco back for the playoffs. So maybe we can play Kareem Hunt in a plus situation. I think, more to me, this is great news for people wanting to play their Broncos. If you're going to have Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Trent Duffy all out of this game. So that seems like a good opportunity for the Broncos to have everything to play for and reason to hold their cards. Yeah, no doubt about that. Tennessee, Tony Pollard has a chance to play, according to head coach Brian Callahan. Actually, Spears in the concussion protocol, so he may not play. We may have a role reversal this week, Bob. So if they do roll Pollard out there, how do you feel about him? You're going against the Texans in the final week of the season. He'd be a playable asset. Well, and maybe we get another target of opportunity in Jim Williams' touchdown, right? I mean, that is also possible. I know Jim Wyatt from the team website pretty much said that, go ahead and assume Tyjae Spears' regular season is over, right? And that makes sense. Yeah, this would be a second concussion of the year. So if Pollard's playing, I'll play the heck out of him, right? I think that's a good spot for him. But if he's not playing, there's another super cheap DFS option if you're so inclined in Chestnut. All right, a couple more quickly here. Cleveland Browns quarterbacks Corey Thompson Robinson and Bailey Zappi could each see some playing time this week. Look, if I'm going to play, I don't care at this point with Jerry Jeudy. If I'm in a season long and I've got Jeudy and I'm still alive, it's a kind of multi-week championship. It doesn't seem to matter. They're going to give him a bunch of targets. But Stefanski said, added to that, yet no injury update on Jerome Ford.
No update just yet. With this being Tuesday on the calendar, obviously we're going to work through a lot of injuries throughout this week. And I put Jerome certainly in that group that we'll see how he progresses based on how he feels.
All right, so if Jerome Ford doesn't go, Bob, what's the list of Browns that are playable in any format, DFS or otherwise? You mentioned Jeudy. We didn't get a David Njoku update, so that's,
I'd be interested in him. Obviously, if there's still the connection here from Dorian Thompson-Robinson, we have Cedric Tillman went on IR, so that would be an issue. So it's probably Judy. Like, if you had to play Deontay Foreman, Peter Strong Jr. I suppose.
Which one would you rather play?
I'd rather play Foreman, but I don't know that that's the right answer. I mean, that's my leaning, right? And I think maybe if I think about it, I think Pierre Strong got nicked up in this game, so maybe we need an injury update on him. Maybe I'm just going to go with the Foreman by default. It seems we've seen at least have some goal line looks, and that seems like it's not an unreasonable expectation. Just double check on Strong because I do remember him having he had a concussion, so.
Fire up the update board.
Fire.
Enough to set the team. We've got other news items that they have any bearing on what we're discussing that we'll bring to the board. Here's the good news. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to send anyone for Saturday, right? So there's no Thursday night football, so you get the next couple of days to monitor injury statuses, and that's going to be more vital than at almost any point in the season. I mean, it's obviously more vital in Week 17 if that's your championship. If you're playing DFS, you got to know who's in, who's out, and take advantage of the pricing on some players who typically don't get frontline roles, who may get locked into those roles coming up this week. Again, AAA XM Fantasy if you want to get on today. If you got any kind of question about the fantasy all season coming up, Keepers Dynasty, what have you, if you want to give us a fantasy New Year's resolution for 2025, we'd love to hear from you. We've got our top 10, and we'll roll them out throughout the course of
Wow, was this country?
For official rules and complete injury instructions.
Sun Devil Football, Arizona Sports, the local sports leader. Beat the heat at Circle K. Enjoy a Polar Pop or Froster for only 79 cents all year long. Head to your local Circle K to take advantage of this refreshing meal, and you better get there before Rapper scoops up all the Frosters. A couple of big... They have marched the ball, facing a 3rd and goal. Reception, but then a penalty afterward, is back in the lineup, split to the right. Tight ends on either side. Scattaboo in the backfield. Levin fakes the give, and Levin will run, and Levin gets stopped for no gain. The tackle made by David Linda, the linebacker. And now it is 4th and goal.
That was an RPO. I'm not sure if that was a design play or a read, but it looked like Scat might have had a crease. Sam jumping.
Both teams getting a lot of beef in play and reserve.
The second quarter?
Yeah, 3rd quarter. The next game, the Oregon-Ohio State game is come on to 2 o'clock.
That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Pistol look on this play. They give it to Scattaboo, and Scattaboo
Get out of there,
trying to
Scattaboo.
drive forward, will not get there. Drops at the
Scattaboo.
2-yard line, and Texas holds again.
Yeah, they got good pressure. I think that was Trey Moore coming off the edge. Hit Scat in the backfield. I mean, he got hit 3-4 yards way deep, had no shot. Defensive end just comes through completely unblocked. I mean, it's amazing. Moore got a free shot on Scat on 4th and 2.
Timeout on the field. Texas 17, Sun Devils 3. As we take a break on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network. Hello, refresh. Hello, Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Say hello to refreshing flavors like strawberry guava, Oasis cherry, or tropical mango.
I love when it's just peace and quiet in the truck. interesting.
Yeah.
Like last night, we were tired and we still brought in the new year. You know, stayed up and brought in the new year.
Oh, right back to bed. Now I'm back in.
Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Chris Kringle podcast. Today, we're talking to Jan from Toyota Thought.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So, Jan, tell me about Toyota Thought.
Perfect time to get a new Camry, RAV.
Oh, how exciting. So what can you do in a new Toyota this holiday season?
With a new RAV4, you can go snowboarding with your friends.
I love dashing through the snow.
Or you can take a Camry to a tree lighting ceremony.
Sounds merry and bright.
Or even load up the family in a Highlander to go ice skating.
What a jolly good time. So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection.
This is Delta 3. Details. Toyota. Let's go places. Sun Devil Football. Arizona Sports. Local sports leader.
What's up, Sun Devil fans? Chick-fil-A is growing in Tempe. In addition to your go-to location near campus, we're excited to introduce our newest location in Grand Lake and Priest. Whether you're fueling up before the game or grabbing dinner on the way home, we've got you covered with 2 great locations for all your Chick-fil-A favorites. Come check us out soon. Go Devils. Arizona State once again denied by that Texas defense. The Devils had 2 cracks from the 2-yard line on 3rd and 4th down and goal. Sam Levitt got stopped on 3rd down, and then on 4th down, Cam Scadaboo never had a chance. He was slowed up by Baron Sorrell, the defensive lineman, and then brought down at the 2. So the Longhorns take over on downs, but they're at their 2-yard line. This is only their 4th play from scrimmage in this second half. Trey Wisner is the running back, lined up behind Ewers. They're both in the end zone. Ewers gets away, the ball's out. It's fumbled in the end zone. It'll be a safety as it's recovered by Quinn Ewers in the end zone. And Shamari Simmons was the difference maker on that play.
Oh my gosh.
Bad news, man.
It pops up to Ewers, and then Ewers is trying to get out of the end zone, but welcome back, number 7. We missed you.
Shamari Simmons came out of nowhere to pop the handoff. The ball popped into the air and in onto the ground, covered by Quinn Ewers. It actually popped into his hands in the air, and Ewers could do nothing but retrieve the ball out of midair and fall on it in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, luckily for him, because that could have been a touchdown had ASU jumped on it. But Shamari Simmons steps inside the Shamari.
He's going to be in the series. All of the 31. He's going to be in the series.
All of the 31 have Arizona State first and 10. 17-5 now for Texas. Hand off to Scadaboo on 1st down. To around the 40-41 yard line. Or excuse me, the 35-36. It's a gain.
you find timeless characters.
We got anything for keeping that double United States Marshal.
Timeless companies.
The Jack Benny program. That will get a couple of good chemicals out of those Jack Benny's just hilarious. What do you know about that?
Classic radio shows that you love.
I simply adore Dragnet.
We're police officers. My name's Frank.
Radio Classics on Channel 148 and the Sirius XM app.
Sun Devil Athletics. RS has your game time cravings covered with an all-star selection of mealtime options from hot dogs and sausages to bacon, deli meats, corn dogs, and more. Grab a mild or spicy Sun Devil sausage or the new RS pitchfork dogs next time you are at the stadium. And hit your nearest grocery store to score some RS today. RS, a proud partner of Sun Devil Athletics.
Sun Devil Football, Arizona Sports. Local sports leader.
Well, a different vibe to this second half so far. It has been Arizona State, the team in control. Texas, though they were outgained by 40 yards in the first half, dominated play in the half because of their suffocating defense and the pressure they were getting on Sam Lemon. But in this
Thought we had got
period,
some
it has
regular
been
peanuts.
ASU that
We never
has
got any
set the
regular
tone,
peanuts though.
mainly with its defense, as we said. We're at the 6:46 mark of the third quarter. The Longhorns have only run 4 offensive plays. On 2 of them, Quinn Ewers was sacked. And on the last one, their most recent offensive play, Ewers was dropped in the end zone for a safety after the Texas defense had held ASU on downs at the 2-yard line. Now Arizona State has a third down and 2, and it's 39, trailing 17-5. Line up under center, Scatterboo in the backfield.
Welcome to the channel. Happy New Year to everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, double tap the screen for the like. For Big Mama Trucking and Crocs and Socks. If you like the police car on the dash, that's our grandson's police car. Happy New Year to you. Go ahead and double tap the screen for that like button.
Just around the 44-yard line, 5 yards on the play, and a Sun Devil first down. Shade Barrett, the quarterback, in on the tackle. That's a really nice block by Lee Catano, though. Catano sees a linebacker shoot free. Lee kicks him out to the left side, gets Scat a clean running lane right up the middle. Line of scrimmage, the 35-yard line. Arizona State, and again, line up under center. Again, another good press formation, similar to the one we saw in the last play. Murray, the receiver, split to the right. Again, they give it to Scatting, really finds a hole. And tries to get outside, bounces on the tackler, and headed downfield. He's to the 30, he's to the 20, for it's finally dragged down on the play. The possible touchdown tackle was made by All-American safety Michael Knapp. Yeah, just a great patient run inside. He bounced it out to the outside. And Stanton with a pickup of 33 yards. And Sun Devil first down. Too bad that Xavier couldn't come back and throw that block. There's only one defender chasing down Scout from behind. Xavier's running side by side. Couldn't peel back and taking that defender. Scout gets a breather. Tyson Brown in at running back. The line of scrimmage, the Texas 42. Get to Tyson Brown. And Tyson Brown with a nice gain. He's down to the 16-yard line, picking up 6 on the play. Before he is tackled by Anthony Hill, and we have another Texas player who's a little gimpy getting up. Vernon Bruck, their big defensive lineman. He headed back, and he is back in the huddle on the defensive side of things. Yeah, they're ready to go this play, but he looked like he was shaken up a bit. Looked like he wanted to get out to the sidelines. And Texas had no help coming from him, so he has to line back up again over left guard. Second down and 4 from the Longhorn 16-yard line. Again, it's Tyson Brown, and Brown will be dropped at the 15-yard line. Picking up only 1 on the play, and it'll send up another third down, 3rd and 3. This will be the 16th third down opportunity in the game for
study. Where they get to run and study.
Okay.
What's in the
Number center on 3rd and 3. Give it to Scattaboo, and Scattaboo, he is close to a first down, and I think he caught it with extra effort. This kind of kept the legs churning over his head and pulled his way forward to the 12 and picked up the first down.
And he was stopped short, and he was about 8 inches off the ground. I mean, he just kept his feet going, his legs going, never went down, and it was that extra 3rd and 4th effort that drove it forward for the first down. That was the best yard and a half run you'll see in a long time.
Park the slide to the line like you started while you rested.
Game of the season. Now he's got 108 yards and 22 carries. First and 10 from the 12. Again, led the
We don't have any fabrics out there, do we?
Again, he gives to Scattaboo. This time Scattaboo was swallowed up and tackled for a loss. Jermaine Lollet, the former Sun Devil, and John A. Bear, the quarterback, teamed up on the tackle. They're going to mark him down around the 13-yard line.
So you got the bounce sheets.
Okay.
right? It says open.
They're gonna fight, and that's
Yeah,
what I
there's
want to
a
see.
code, I believe. I think I wrote it down somewhere. I just gotta look it up. Right. That's why I'm gonna pull into Brooks first so we can get the def and you can get sodas. So you probably need a couple of grocery bags. So you can get some sodas and then that way you have sodas and then we'll go get fuel, we'll drop off the load, pick up an empty, and then come back to the yard if we haven't heard anything. So where you gonna put my husband's boat?
That's my starter boat.
Starter boat. Starter fishing boat.
So I gotta start with the starter, baby.
Yep. See how it's closed off right there? So I can sit right there and avoid the elements.
Dashing through the snow.
Or you can take a Camry to a tree.
There are single games that I lose my mind over because I could have made a different call or I should have made a different call. Or because of time constraints, you're on the pregame show on Sunday, and there's a lot of things going on the breaks. You're trying to keep track of news. You can't make that last lineup decision. This is something I'm going to work on next year. We'll just I'm going to throw it out there right now, Mike, because it's my next resolution. Utilize tools available on my own website, footballguys.com, to be better organized and better manage all my teams, so that I can make changes, so that I'll know, okay, it's 30 weeks, right? It's like you get the notification on Sleeper, you're starting a guy who's inactive. Which league? I want to be able to, the Sleeper doesn't tell you that. I want to know that, and I want to be able to be a better track on that, and I'm going to try to use the tools that are available. Footballguys.com has all kinds of tools to help
So you
you
got 100 leagues.
to let you know which league you got to change your guy out. And to help you manage just a number of teams at once. And I think that's been as much an issue for me as anything else. And so that is a resolution I plan to take more advantage of. And
That's gotta be frustrating.
That's resolution. This will get to mine in a moment, Sam. I just last thought on this call.
I was thinking maybe we should branch out this year.
I started winning when I listened to you, but
We can do these leagues, but maybe we can join a couple online leagues.
Yeah, well, there's a couple in RTS Sports. There's a couple.
At the 50-yard line, and Texas now going at pace. Up tempo. First and 10 from midfield. Viewers off play action. Goes to the near side of the field. It's caught by Juan Davis, the reserve tight end of the Longhorns.
Technically, when you go in there to get the soda, you can get the code.
After a gain of nearly 9 yards, play down to around the 42 of Arizona State. Good job by Sark to go hurry up in this situation. Tried to speed up the game because ASU's really have the advantage on the defense side of the ball. Sun Devils getting defensive subs in and some defenders jogging off the field on this second down and short. Hand off to Wisner, and Elijah O'Neal helps wrap him up and break down. Boy, there were about 3 or 4 Sun Devils in on that play. Also in on the play is former Texas Longhorn Zach Swanson, who made no secret about how much he wanted to play and beat his former team. He felt like he basically was let go by the Texas program and is itching to get his revenge here. 3rd and 2 from the 42. Ball at the Arizona State 42. Texas leading 17-8, early moments of the 4th quarter.
The defensive line don't know the signals. They're going back and forth.
And the Sun Devils, or somebody called timeout, maybe Texas.
Texas, the first and a half,
Well, I think Texas may have just bailed ASU out, because you're right. It looked like there was a lot of confusion on the Sun Devil defensive line.
Yeah, they were raising their hands and trying to get a hand signal along the defensive line, but we'll take a break here, come back with the Sun Devils trail 17-8.
This is the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
New teams, new rivals, and a new Ford. Hi, it's Tim Hovick, reminding you that Santan Ford and Sun Devil football is a tradition that will always endure.
There's too many trucks behind us.
Said ain't too many.
The Santan Ford.
I don't think I stuck in that. Wonder how long. Did that storm look big?
Get your line on, take the guesswork out of your check engine line.
Why it was still snowing up there.
It's free and provides a report with solutions based on
It's probably about open now, but it's like 12:45.
by agency certified
We're 2 hours ahead of them.
And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Barrett Scan today.
I said 3 hours ahead of them.
When Barkley smells gas, he leaves fast. When Barkley hears a hissing coming from a gas appliance, he leaves fast. When Barkley sees dirt or water shooting from the ground, he leaves fast. Barkley then calls 911 and Southwest Gas from a safe location.
Did that dog just grab a phone and dial 911?
Gas lines can be buried anywhere, so remember to call
I read a
911
story
and
yesterday.
Southwest
Go back
Gas.
to that.
Guess it depends.
This dog went missing, right? It was out here in Portland. And was gone for like 2 weeks. And on New Year's Eve, the dog rang the doorbell
Oh, I think.
and came back home.
Maybe somebody else rang the doorbell.
The dog said, I'm home for Christmas.
Home New Year.
Home for me.
Sam Levitt. I see him standing up. He's drinking, so I'm not sure what the issue is, but there's a whole host of ASU medical personnel in there with him.
We will definitely have to keep an eye on that. Next time the Sun Devils get possession of the football, the defense would like to make it pretty soon. They are now confronted with trying to stop the Texas team that has a 3rd down and 2 at the 42 of Arizona State. As both teams back on the field. It's interesting, Texas is
One of them is long
good
time.
things on this drive, but on the ground. They've gotten away from the passing game plenty of. 3rd and 2 at the Sun Devil 42. Ewers in the shotgun. A toss to Wisner on the near side, and Wisner's going to get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 38-yard line in front of the Texas sideline by linebacker Jordan Crook of Arizona State.
Okay.
Let's check in with KT real quick.
All right, real quick. He came out. He had his right ankle all spattered up. He's bouncing around. It looks like he's okay.
Good to hear. On 1st down off play action, Ewers back to throw. Gets the pass off deep downfield, incomplete. Intended for Isaiah Bond, and Shamari Simmons defending on the play. Isaiah Bond was a transfer from Alabama, who missed last week's game with Clemson after suffering an ankle injury in the Southeastern Conference Championship game, which was played just a little less than a month ago right here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
That was such great coverage. There was a double move. They faked the corner, came back to the post. Shamari didn't bite on it, had his hands on it, almost had an interception.
Second and 10 from the ASU 38-yard line, as again Ewers will throw. Dumps off a short pass over the middle. It's incomplete. It ricocheted, it looked like, off a Sun Devil defender. I think it might have been Jordan Crook, the linebacker, and then just started heading down to the other side or other end of the field before falling on the turf.
Yeah, CJ fights slow plays that. He feels the offensive lineman get downfield. He realizes he's unblocked. He finds the running back and totally disrupts that pass play.
Third and 10. Texas 2 of 7 on third down today. Third and 10 for the Longhorns from the Arizona State 38-yard line. Again, Ewers in the gun, looking to throw. Throwing to the near side of the field, and the pass is caught. A great throw by Ewers, the catch by Matthew Golden, and he is out of bounds inside the 10-yard line at the ASU 9. First and goal.
That was a good catch.
A remarkable throw by Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, great throw. A little favor out to the right side. Right-handed quarterback throws to that side. Javon Robinson in coverage, and ASU came with a blitz.
Out for Arizona, Texas got the ball, but Arizona kicked it off, and he ran it 74 yards. Special teams, 74 yards all the way to the house. That was 14 points. That was in the first 5 minutes of the game. Since then, they've only scored 3 points.
Tackling in space. You know, they've really done well, whether it's Crooks or Keyshawn Elliott, guys that made plays.
So you're going to take that
six
defense.
tackles, Javon Robinson and Elliott both with 4.
So it's second and goal from the 6. Again, Ewers will work out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, including Ryan Wingo, shift from right to left. Ewers rolls to his right, throws to the near corner of the end zone, incomplete. And a flag is down. Golden was the intended receiver. Javon Robinson in coverage. I think there are 2 penalty markers down on the play. One was thrown right near the line of scrimmage, and one in the end zone.
Yeah, Javon Robinson's going to get in trouble in the end zone on coverage. As a roll to the right side, a rollout. Hopefully it's not holding on the backside as well. We'll get the call here.
There are fouls by both teams on the play. Personal foul, face mask, offense, number 52. Pass interference, defense, number 12. Those penalties are offset, second down.
Texas right guard DJ Campbell called for face mask, but it's offset by the pass interference penalty on Javon Robinson. So we'll do it over again. Second and goal, Texas at the ASU 6. 11:07 left in regulation. Texas with a 17-8 lead over ASU. Again, Ewers in the shotgun. Golden motions to the left side. Handoff to Jaden Blue, and he gets dumped after a yard gain to the 5. Tripped up by Zach Swanson, the ex-Longhorn. The Sun Devil from Trophy Prep. So it'll be third and goal from the 5.
Yeah, and watch that replay. Literally tripped up. Looked like Swanson was engaged, and Swanson actually stuck his right foot out.
That's what it looked like.
Tripped the running back, and ASU's very fortunate they didn't get flagged for tripping there.
So more changes for the defense. Prince Dorva, Keyshawn Elliott, Jordan Crook come out of the lineup. On third and goal from the 5 for Texas. Ewers again in the gun. Jaden Blue's the running back. Ewers, 3-step drop, looking to throw. Pressured out of the pocket, rolling to his right. Still rolling. Now he'll take off, run, and dive into the end zone for a Texas touchdown.
Come on, Arizona State.
That's only the second rushing touchdown of the year for Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, Wadley, that
Where's
is
the
the left
defense?
defensive end. At the last second, he takes it the inside angle.
So they've been
They
beating him
had
on the
Ewers
ground,
bottled
huh?
up.
Passing.
And then
No,
Wadley
this is,
loops in
like I said, from outside the first 5 minutes of the 5 quarter, Texas has only scored 3 points, 1 field goal. That's it, that's all. Because Arizona has stopped them on 2 4th downs. Plus they got that safety. Now, this particular run, they haven't completely covered, and safety took an in route, which allowed the quarterback to go to the outside.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Auburn,
Safety fucked up on that one.
with his third extra point
Safety
today, has
fucked up
now
on
made
that
177 consecutive point after
You got one
kicks.
job, hold your man,
And it's
right?
an uphill battle. It's been an uphill
So
battle
he must
all
be
day.
trying to
The climb
anticipate
gets a
which
little
route
bit
he
steeper
was.
for ASU now. With 10:17 left,
Got his ass
still
burnt.
a two-possession game, but the Devils trail Texas 24-8.
JD always got
Happy
something.
New Year, Cheeks. What'd you guys do last night? Ah. Well, it was probably super busy, right? I guess that's a good thing. What time did you get off? Oh my god. Oh my god. 2025. We drove until 10:30. No, until like 11 o'clock last night, and then we parked. Daddy fixed us something to eat, and we said Happy New Year and went to bed. Because we've been working for the last super late, like the last 2 days. We're trying to get our miles in for the 30, by the 31st, like it's super busy. So, but we've already changed our schedule, so are you still coming to Vegas in March, hopefully? Oh, okay. Well, it's only like 770 miles, so just a straight shot down to 70, so. So that'll be cool. Yeah, that'll be fun. But at least we don't have to worry about the snow. Okay. Well, at least the boys will be able to make you go on hikes and stuff. every once in a while, I try to go swipe to call out later. Because they're right there, you know what I'm saying? So, I hate just calling to hang up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he said she worked until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then she came home and went to sleep because she started getting like half the amount for her repairs or whatever. So she went home and then she said she was busy last night, made really good money. She goes home, she was on her way home and realized that the girl had got out of her car and left her purse in the car. So she said either Uber was going to pay her $20 or the girl was going to pay her $20 for returning the purse. So the girl called this morning and she went on ahead and got up, took the girl her purse, and the girl gave her $20.
We did our best.
Not right now, but we will when we get to Salem. Lucky it's just a drop in the hill, so all we have to do is park it, probably go across over there to that dirt lot, snatch up a dry, and take it straight to Salem. I'm not going to blow it out yet. We can just drop it, you know what I'm saying? Go to the bobtail line and just see if we'll be able to see if there's any space. I doubt there's going to be any space at the bobtail line.
Well, you can park in the back. I don't mind walking up there.
That's a hell of a mob for you, Daddy.
Not really.
Maybe I can, when we come back from dropping the load on our way this way, I can drop you off. I can drop the trailer myself and try to find a spot on the bobtail line. If I can't find one, I can find one semi-close and then we can go back to the bobtail line. I mean, going back to the back. Because it's the first, so technically I can park a little illegal, you know what I'm saying? At least until you're done with laundry and then we can head to the back.
Yeah, because I really wanted to get laundry done today.
Okay.
Started a new month. Just want to have all new clothes.
I got you. So yeah, I mean, technically we can drop the trailer together and then I can drive up there, drop you off. Because that's what people can come with sweats.
Yeah.
I want you to watch these
After
sweats.
you change clothes, then I can take the comforter too.
Oh, okay. Do we have enough pods for that?
Yeah, we got a whole brand new thing.
Oh, okay.
Those washing machines are huge.
Yeah.
Take our little slips, comforter, take and just wash that top blanket.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a good idea to take the, to do laundry. But like I said, we'll drop the trailer and then I'll park illegally, probably next to those trailers or whatever, or park in the repair line, whatever the case may be, and then, or at the end of the repair line, and then you should be able to go. So when we go right now, when I go and I pull in straight, we can get your soda, so that's already done. Then get the code from there.
But we got to drop the trailer and set it first, right?
Correct.
Get the bag so I don't forget it.
So
I'm going to get the bag so I don't forget it.
okay. But I want to fuel up and get dipped, and that way when we get off, when we're done dropping our trailer, we can just go straight to the yard. that change should be in this pocket right here. On the bottom. I think there's like $3 or $4 in there. Did you get my Fabletics, my great Fabletics that were up there?
Yeah, I put it in 30 clothes last night.
Oh, okay. Where you going with my 300?
kick it from the 30, and he's had a lot of short kicks today, and here's another one. And this is going to be fielded and returned by one of the up men, and that is Silas Bolden, who is a regular punt returner for Texas. He's one of the up men in their kickoff coverage. He fielded that short kick and advanced the ball, and Texas will have pretty good field position. They will start this possession at their 33-yard line with 6.5 minutes remaining, leading 24-16. Well, what else can Cam Scatteroo do for you this year?
Hey, how about man, oh man. Scatteroo's done it all, but on defense, don't count out number 7. I mean, he's made his day making big plays. Shamari Simmons, that slot corner.
First and 10 from the 33. Ewers in the shotgun. Hands the ball off to Wisner. Wisner trying to slip through a hole is tackled by Clayton Smith after a gain to around the 39-yard line, so Wisner picks up 6 yards. Clayton Smith exiting the lineup now for the Sun Devils.
22 first downs
Justin Watley to replace
Timmons. Weird stats. 22 first downs for ASU, 10 stats for Texas. I mean, and they're going to try to bump the clock here and let this thing rain down. 5:56 left. The Devils do have 2 timeouts. Texas also has 2.
Second down and 4. Gunnar Helm, the tight end, motions from right to left in the formation. Play action, Ewers drops back, steps up, and he's throwing deep downfield for Bond, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Robinson at the 20-yard line. And Arizona State will take over there. Kind of like what Cam Scatteroo did on his pass to Malik McClain. Quinn Ewers just threw that one up for grabs. He was trying to get Isaiah Bond on a deep post, and Robinson, playing like an outstanding center fielder, swoops in and picks it off.
You know, watching that replay, Keith Apthey comes in late, hits the receiver. Luckily, nothing was called on that because that was a great job by Javon Robinson in tracking the ball in the air. Didn't create any contact. It was almost like a cover 2 shell, except they were corners back there. They were both deep on that post route.
And now they are going to look at a potential targeting foul here. The interesting thing interception, or would it be considered after the interception? Javen Robinson with his third interception of the season. They put the ball at the 21-yard line. Abney did not make contact with the helmet. He jumped and made contact with the helmet of Isaiah Bond, the intended receiver, but with his left arm and hand.
Yeah, but he elevated into the body and the head of the receiver. I just hope they look at Javon Robinson's feet, tell me that his feet are down, because he has the ball.
Let's go, fellas. So you have a mixture of boos and cheers, and needless to say, the cheers are coming from those clad in maroon and gold.
So we got boos and cheers.
37 left in regulation. ASU 79 yards away from a potential touchdown and two-point conversion they would need to tie the football game in this college football playoff quarterfinal. Now they'll start with an empty formation. Cam Scatterbo, receiver, wide left, has led the ball, and he's going to throw deep for Scatterbo downfield. Scatterbo makes the catch at the 30, at the 20, and is dragged down at the 15-yard line. Multiple flags are down as Scatterbo has his helmet ripped off at the end of the play. There was a flag thrown right after Scatterbo caught the ball, and then as his helmet got ripped off at the end of the play, 3 more flags hit the turf. Michael Tapp just ripped the helmet off of Scatterbo after he caught that.
That's the clearance. Defense number 16. Ability is declined. Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 16.
A 62-yard completion to Cam Scatterbo, and Michael Tapp gets the 2-for-1 special at Kmart on penalties.
You realize how smart a play that was by Scatterbo, though. He ran into Tapp to create space, then got away from him so the ball could come land on him. And I mean, just keep throwing the ball and giving it to 4. He's got to be just exhausted.
First and goal at the 8. Scatterbo has to sit for one play because the helmet came off. Levitt, swing pass to Tyson Brown, and he can't hold on. Out of the far flat, incomplete. So it'll be second and goal from the 8-yard line with 5:11 remaining. Sun Devils trailing 24-16. You just wonder what more can Cam Scatterbo do for this football team. Not only has he run today for 130 yards, he has thrown a touchdown pass and then just caught a 62-yarder to set this up. Second and goal from the 8. Levitt drops back, throws for the end zone, incomplete, and a flag is down. Xavier Guillory almost got tackled in the end zone by Johnny Barrett, the quarterback. And Guillory is shaken up. And multiple members of the Sun Devil training staff and head coach Kenny Dillingham sprinting over to the far corner of the end
Happy
zone.
New Year rush hour.
Boy, it looked like Guillory might have gotten his ankle tangled up. And if he goes down, the Sun Devils are going to be frightfully short of depth at the wide receiver position.
We said Malik McLean's got 2 catches, 40 yards. Why not get 3 and a touchdown to it?
Jordan Tyson, of course, is out with his collarbone injury, had surgery after the Big 12 championship game.
You realize there's a chance he could play if ASU advances. They're talking about him being ready to go. He had surgery to work on that collarbone, but he could be back.
That is a possibility indeed as they continue to work on Guillory. It's on the near side of the end zone, but it's on the side of the field opposite from where the Sun Devil bench is located.
Gotta give you another one of these.
Boy, that was heads-up work by
Well,
some of
not open.
Guillory's teammates on the up as they immediately signaled for help to come his way. Guillory has made some gigantic catches for this team down the stretch. That big touchdown against BYU. He's up. No, it's good to see. He's up and he's needing some assistance, but he doesn't appear to be limping too badly as he walks toward the sideline. And he just gave a thumbs up signal to his teammates and to the Sun Devil fans.
Yeah, credit to the Sun Devil fans who made this trip here. They were in attendance last night at the Marriott Marquis. Did a great job of showing up and being really loud here.
That's been so much a part of the fun of this couple of days here in Atlanta to see Sun Devil Nation take over the ATL.
Shouts out to Michelle Ennis. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
It's always fun to kind of play along as you're going out, right? Yes, indeed. It is first and goal at the Texas 2 after the penalty. But again, on fourth down and in the red zone, this is where the Texas defense has shined today. Lemon lines up under center. It's the Scatteroo. Scatteroo drives for the goal line and is in there. Touchdown Devils! Cam Scatteroo sets a new Arizona State single-season record with his 20th rushing touchdown of the year. He sets a new Arizona State single-season record with his 23rd overall touchdown of the year, and he has brought the Devils to within a 2-point conversion of tying this quarter.
Loser White, he's past 20. He is at the top of Mount Rushmore for running backs this year.
With exactly 5 minutes to go, the Sun Devils trailing 24-22, go for 2. Levin under center. Levin fakes the give to Scatteroo, looking to throw.
Shouts out to Ryan Gibson.
Scrambling to his right. Now he's going to reverse field. Scrambles back behind about the 15-yard line. Throws for the end zone. And the ball is deflected and intercepted. Intercepted by linebacker Trey Moore. There is a flag in the end zone. End zone, and I think it's going to go against Texas.
We are in Oregon.
Oh my God.
We out here with all these Oregonians.
So the Devils will get a mulligan on this potential tying 2-point conversion drive.
You know what? And all of America right now is just having their beer and throwing popcorn and rooting for the underdog. Because if you've seen Rudy, you've seen Maroon and Gold right now.
Cam Scatteroo is Rudy.
He's a talented Rudy.
And the penalty will advance the ball to just shy of the 1-yard line for this potential tying 2-point drive. Boy, Sam Levitt ran all over the joint trying to find open space on that last play. McLean is split way wide to the left. Levitt under center for the 2-point conversion of the tie to get to Scatteroo, and Scatteroo is in there. He has tied the ball game with 5 minutes to go.
Oh, Scatteroo.
Right, especially we have this entire drive to amend the penalty.
Cam Scatteroo with the 2-point conversion run, as well as the touchdown. He has single-handedly willed this Sun Devil team into a
Scatteroo said, I'm going to do it by myself.
tie with 5 minutes left to go.
Is that the quarterback?
I don't even want to say anything. I just want you to listen to the crowd noise and let the stadium listen to you.
Fire truck. Damn, Ryan Gibson said fire truck 5 minutes ago. Telling the future there, Ryan.
Indeed it is. Timeout with 5 minutes to play, and we're all square. Arizona State 24, Texas 24. Timeout on the Mountain America Credit Union Sun Devil Radio Network.
Oh, he turned his lights up.
Oh,
right back.
Fire truck turned his lights on to go get some donuts. Only in Oregon.
When you're hungry from raising a pitchfork high, reach for the
Yep, look at that fire truck just had his lights on a minute ago. Where y'all going? Get some damn donuts? Probably.
Or some chicken. Really? Fuck face? Oh, there's another fire truck over there. Okay, I'll take it back.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's fire truck over.
I'll take it back.
Somebody just fell out at the pilot.
Oh, dang.
Joe Brown here from Baxter Law. We appreciate there are many law firms who advertise for your case. However, we understand our past and present clients who've experienced the ELD difference. At Accent Law Firm, we don't have a mascot or stupid jingle. No bait and switch with a cut rate fee. We are accident lawyers who focus on your accident case. And in addition to our great service, my experience as a former insurance adjuster sets us apart. If you are in an accident, call us or find us on the web at accidentlawgroup.com. Dan Bickley, Vince Murata, Bickley and Murata Mornings. I love this show. This is the greatest show in the history of radio. Ron Wolf
Running up there and said, oh.
So with all your best material is early in the show. Someone put you with Dave Burns, John Cavador, Burns and Campbell and afternoons. Are you ready for this? All right, let's go. Arizona Sports is the local sports leader and the only place you can watch, read, and listen to Arizona's biggest sports personalities. On 98.7 and the Arizona Sports app.
Sun Devils have erased a 16-point fourth-quarter deficit to tie this game. In some ways, it's remarkable that it's only a tie. Arizona State has outgained Texas 442 yards to 210, and yet it is a 24-24 tie, a tie the Devils dropped by rallying from a 16-point fourth-quarter deficit on a Cam Scatteroo 42-yard touchdown pass to Malik McLean, and then a two-point conversion. And then after Cam Scatteroo caught a 62-yard pass, Cam Scatteroo ran it in for the tying touchdown, and Cam Scatteroo the tying two-point conversion. It has become the Cam Scatteroo show in Atlanta. And with 5 minutes to play, Ian Hershey will kick it on in a 24-24 tie. You're kind of having your Al Michaels moment. You believe in miracles. As Hershey, a line drive kick that goes out of bounds. Another special teams boo-boo.
See, another special teams boo-boo.
Man, oh man, it's been a rough day for the Arizona State special teams.
That's an understatement. You know what? It's still ball's at the 35. 5 minutes left. Let's go. Play some defense.
Defense has done just that. They have held Texas to just 48 rushing yards and 210 total yards. And that last touchdown was set up by the game's only turnover, an interception. On first down, Ewers slung past Marshall, caught by Weisner, and Shamari Simmons rides it out of bounds with a good game for Weisner, out to the 42-yard line, a pickup of 7.
That swing route is great coverage by Shamari. That's a lot of ground for him to cover. Get over there. Only give up 7 yards.
Second down and 3. And the penalty markers down. It looks like this might be a false start or illegal motion.
Thought it said open this way.
ASU stunts up front. The defensive linemen and linebackers are moving around, and they got that false start there. 5 yards free, 5 yards.
Right guard Cole Hudson called for the illegal start, so it's 2nd and 8 from the 37. The handoff here to Weisner, and he gets pretty much the yards they lost with the penalty as he's out to around the 42. And that'll set up the 3rd down and 3.
So I so want a 4th down scenario where Sark has to consider punting or going for it. You know Sark could go for it. 3rd and 3. Think this play, but then think one ahead.
Longhorns are 4 of 9 on 3rd down today. 3rd and 3. Ewers in the shotgun. Ewers will throw. Gets the pass off over the middle. It's caught by the tight end, Gunnar Held. And he has a first down into Arizona State territory. Down to the 42-yard line of the Sun Devils. A 16-yard pickup.
Held gets his first catch. They ran into the boundary. The back goes wide. Receiver runs down
backfield. Tight end runs a little slant route. Cutter held one catch, and it was huge. Hill leads the Longhorns on the season. That's his 56th catch of the year. First and 10 at the 42 of Arizona State. Hand off to Wisner, heading right, and he's swallowed up by C.J. Fight, who stops him there. And it's a loss of a couple yards. They drop him back at the 44-yard line, a loss of 2.
Great job by CJ keeping his shoulders parallel to the line of scrimmage, getting in the backfield of Texas, and nowhere for Wisner to go. The other guy who's been really quiet is Jadon Blue. Blue got 148 yards against Clemson. It's really done. This game, 4 carries, 4 yards.
Jacob Rich-Kagaiga is out of the lineup. Zach Swanson, the ex-Longhorn, is checked in. Second and 12.
Got man-to-man on the outside.
Ewers back to pass, throws to the near side of the field, caught by Golden. Tackle, and then is finally dropped at the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain and a first down with 2.5 minutes to play. And Texas is in field goal range right now in this 24-24 tie. Keyshawn Elliott, Justin Walkley check into the lineup. Clayton Smith, Caleb McCullough will check out of the lineup. Sun Devils really could use a turnover right now.
They're going to let it go down the 2-minute warning.
That's exactly what they're going to do. Run a play here as we've reached the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left in regulation. What a thriller it's turned out to be here in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in this college football playoff quarterfinal. Timeout with 2 minutes to play. Arizona State 20.
You want me to just lead the quarters?
No, I need the pennies and the nickels that these quarters you can take. We don't give quarters to the grandbabies. They usually just give pennies, nickels, and pennies, nickels, and dimes is what I usually give it. I guess there's got to be at least $3 or $4 in quarters. $4 to get you 11 sodas. $4.25 will get you 20. 16, 17 quarters. We got 17 quarters.
About $4.25 worth. How many times?
Yeah, no, the change be coming in handy, Daddy.
Thank you.
You got your bag?
Yes.
Gallagher is in there. He is
We got to drop this incentive first, though, right?
5 minutes to go. Superman.
So we got to drop this incentive first, though, right?
That is our Old Dominion Freight Line best of the game. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game.
We can drop it off first.
I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't know.
2 minutes to go. Texas first and 10 at the Arizona State 30 in a tie game. And a false start by the Longhorn offensive line.
False start. Offense number 54.
5-yard penalty will push the ball back to the 35 of Arizona State. Texas and ASU
got it.
each have
Whatever's best for you.
timeouts remaining.
Yeah, I was figuring we